learned that.
Put on Ace, huh?
Church,
Mhm.
Hollow Spirits watch party when I
associated with that.
Motors, drums, shoes, and brake fluids to improve your stopping power. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with a set of Duralast brake pads. Missing a tool? Ask about our free Loan-A-Tool program and borrow the tools you need to get the job done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the MPD Group 2021.
Search engine is used by 9 out of 10 consumers. Hint, the name begins with a G. And there are hundreds of things that go into being ranked highly by that engine. Your website, your business profile, even your social accounts. A couple of slip-ups and you find yourself on page 7. But at Cumulus Boost, we have the experts and resources to fix what's wrong and boost your findability so you can rank higher than your competition. Get started today at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS boost.com.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bob. Wake up with the opening on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Heck of a sports weekend. Maybe the best sports weekend ever in the history of all sports. We already hit on the Masters. I thought it was a joke. You thought it was the Jam.
I think it's the Jam everywhere. As long as there's people in the hunt that multiple players can win it, I find it intriguing every year. Just tens of thousands of people on the course. The course is always gorgeous. The best golfers in the world are going after that green jacket.
Right.
The history behind it, it's hard to beat. Personally, I'm a waste management guy. I'd rather turn it up to 11 and have some oat sodas and have some fun, but Masters are always cool.
I equally hated the waste management too when I went. Maybe golf's just missing me right now.
Yeah. Is it because you're so bad at it? You just don't relate to it?
Oh, heck no.
You never struck a ball well and you never got that feeling before?
Oh, hard no. No, I mean, I'm not a good pro wrestler. I love pro wrestling. I'm not a good dramatic actor.
Well, how would you know you're not a good pro wrestler? Have you pro wrestled?
They do those flips and stuff.
Not the champion.
That's like really tough. But that's what I'm saying.
Roman Reigns doesn't do anything, and he's still the champion.
You by no means have to be good at something to enjoy something. I know lots of people that claim they're good at cooking. Like, they're not. I've eaten their food. Like, I know these things. You know how many stand-up comedians I know that think they're like, that love stand-up comedy that aren't funny? Not Tyler Lovely. He's super funny. Where'd you perform this past weekend, Tyler?
Dry heat.
Okay. So where are you going to be at this weekend?
Dry heat.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Good on that.
I'm living at that club right now.
I mean, that's pretty sweet, though.
Yeah.
You getting like your mail forwarded there?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I get mail. Yeah.
I had a random act of kindness today, boys. Okay. So I'm on my way to the Isotopes presser for Jackie Robinson Day. Super cool thing. Next Tuesday, Jackie Robinson Day. Come out and celebrate. We will be there. With that said, on my way in, I stop at the Chick-fil-A. Okay. There's a Chick-fil-A kind of right by my house on the way to the ballpark there, University and Gibson, right?
Yep.
So anyways, pulling the little driveway thing, the little drive-through thing. And so the guy's like, hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Can I take your order? And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, thank you, obviously. And, they walk into the thing. They got the tablet thing or whatever. It's not like a regular thing.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to get the app to load. Got to see if I got any coops or whatever. Like, I'm going to deem these coops if I got coops. And the dude's like, deeming coops? And I'm like, trying to deem coops, dude. You already know. A little back and forth, having a laugh. Bottom line, the app won't load. It's just the spinny circly boy.
Okay.
Classic AT&T mess around.
Oh,
classic.
shucks.
So we're talking or whatever.
The Chick-fil-A lines are really long. You're probably eating away at your phone service.
One would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you're at a sporting event.
So as I go to pull the thing up, I get a Tinder notification, like a dating app thing goes off or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. And the dude goes, oh, can't scan it, dude. You got too many of these Tinder expletives are blowing you up. I said, you know about that life. Like, so friend Eric at Chick-fil-A.
Shout out to Eric.
Friend Eric.
Yeah.
He says to me, hey, don't worry, cuz I got you.
Oh, what a
Takes my sandwich
dude.
right off. Takes my sweet tea right off. He says, pay forward, my man. How do you pay forward such a tremendous act of kindness, boys? He comped my Chick-fil-A boy.
You just pay for the next person behind you?
There was no one behind me.
Ah.
I'm sitting here
There
currently.
will be eventually.
I owe the universe one. Today's I-9 varsities. Ways to repay the universe. Okay, boys?
Oh.
Today's I-9 varsity, which we'll do at the end of the program, going all the way up to 7 o'clock tonight. Today's I-9 varsity is ways to pay it forwards. Okay?
I like that.
So, because I'm feeling a fool right here. Also, we took a selfie. So I was like, Eric, are you like a friend of the show? And like, you're just messing with me? He's like, nah, I never heard of you, dude. I was like, that's a good friend, Eric, at the Chick-fil-A.
I'm just glad that's where the story went. I was so certain that you were about to say that you were waiting in line with the Chick-fil-A.
And he saw his lady on the Tinder.
Yeah, no, he sees himself on the Tinder. Like, it's the Chick-fil-A dude. I would have been like, ooh, this is a match made.
The plot thickens.
I believe that's called Grinder, Tyler.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Industry-wise, that's how me and Van tell everyone when we met each other.
It's pretty
Is
sweet.
that true, Grinder?
It's a cute story.
Oh yeah, I was on the grinder. That's how we came together. So you were at Dry Heat Saturday night, Tyler. Did you get a chance to watch this UFC?
I did not. I missed out. There was people watching in the green room though. It was available.
Hold on. You perform in a place that doesn't turn the TVs off?
No, the comics will be watching fights though. Like in the green room.
Like on their cell phones?
Yeah, they're doing it.
This is dirt leg.
I swear.
Like, be in the moment.
That's what I'm saying.
Just be in the moment,
That's
people.
exactly what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, there was UFC in the moment, so they were kind of being in the moment.
I guess. You see the crowd at this thing in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Saw the front row.
Everyone was there.
Who's everyone?
The crowd. It was anyone who was anyone was at this UFC thing.
What city was this one in? I was quadruple booked. I wasn't paying attention at all.
It was in Miami.
We had a long Saturday.
Well,
When I say we, I mean I. Hosted a dog fashion show for Watermelon Mountain Ranch. That went fantastic. Raised a lot of money.
Why are you downplaying my broadcasting of New Mexico Highlands University baseball?
How'd they do?
It was a tough weekend for the home.
That's why I didn't mention anything. I thought I was being kind.
It's a tough weekend for the Cowboys.
I was being considerate of your feelings. That's why I didn't mention baseball.
What if you just got arrested? Like, what would you do? Would you go to a UFC event?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they let me back out, right?
Oh, you'll never actually get arrested. You don't even have to get fingerprinted. Show up, say 5 words. You get to go do whatever you want. Like,
Who could you possibly be talking about?
Why is Donald Trump in the front row of a UFC event? What is going on in this timeline of the world?
Ask anybody. I'm the biggest Israel Adesanya fan. Adesanya. Love him. Israel. Love Israel.
Speaking of DeSantis will not show up while I'm here.
I didn't come for the fights. I came out to hang with my buddy Kid Rock.
Is there a fighter named Brandon?
Name me a better performing artist in the world than Kid Rock.
20 years ago.
Ba with the ba. Great song.
We won't drink Bud Light.
Hey, where's my friend Dana? Mr. White. Call him Dana. King of the UFC.
Best Dana ever.
I know 12 Danas. He's number one.
Right behind Ghostbusters. There is no Dana. Only Zool. Odell Beckham Jr., Logan Paul, Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, Jonathan Shaban. Is that right? Did I get that right? Wait,
Shobani, the yogurt guy?
Mike freaking Tyson hanging out with Kid Rock and the former president, number 45 of this United States of America. They got Conor McGregor to chant USA at this thing.
It's sweet.
It was crazy. Also, there were some fights in the ring.
USA.
I know I was quiet last week in New York. I will not be here. To me, and what Kid Rock? How is Kid Rock saying sports adjacent relevant? What is Kid Rock, by the way, in the WWE Hall of Fame for some reason? With not even a segment for right now, just equally stupid.
WWE Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Was he ever in WWE?
He did the intro song for The Undertaker when he was the American Badass. And I think the trade, so they didn't have to pay rights for it, was they put him in the WWE Hall of Fame. And now, like, every year when the Hall of Fame comes out, he ends up on, like, a compilation T-shirt.
I'm not mad at that.
That sentence I said is factual.
I am not mad at that whatsoever. For all of Kid Rock's faults, that's a pretty cool one right there.
If there's an 8-sided octagon and you could put 4 people on every side, and you'd be like, one of those foursomes of the 8 will be Kid Rock, Mike Tyson, Donald Trump, and Dana White, I would be like, okay, that tracks.
Now that Modelo is the beer sponsor of UFC,
let's go.
And not Bud Light, Kid Rock showed up.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Are you messing with me?
Did you see him? He shot a couple cases of Bud Light because a Canadian trans social media influencer took a picture with a Bud Light or something.
My algorithm.
Speaking of stupid sentences, did you hear that one?
I need the world to stop a little bit.
It's not going to. I don't know if you've ever seen a little ball of snow rolling down a giant mountain. It gets bigger and bigger as it approaches the ground, Fred. The villagers are pointing up at the mountain. They see this giant ball of snow coming at them.
And then Jorge's in the ring and he's like, let's go, Brandon. And the crowd is like, what? Oh, okay, this is not cringy. It's super weird. It's super weird.
Like Brandon who? Like Brandon Schaub, the UFC fighter? Is he fighting?
He's got a 20-year career. And he's like, you know what I think I'll do? Just switch it all up here to 20 seconds for a chant. And by the way, I'm not a shut up and dribble guy. Like, you want to talk about your thing and do your thing, cool. Jorge, we haven't heard any of this conversation before. Ever.
Where's Jorge from?
Like, you want a specific? You'll have to look it up for specifics. I don't know. It was just nerd stuff. It was like in a movie when you're like, how can you make a bad guy even like meaner?
Born in Miami. Okay.
Was that his retirement? There? Is he done?
I believe so. Who knows? Depending on how big the next check is.
Hey, but you in your hometown. You've been at it 20 years. Are you going to go out, right? You see that KO Pereira? He just... Oh boy stands over him like Robin Hood 3 times in a row. Oh boy stands over him like Hawkeye in the Best Avengers movie, just popping arrows.
What makes it even better is that's the guy's celebration.
Yes, that is correct.
Stole his celebration.
It ain't his anymore.
Yeah. I mean, Israel's just going to steal the next celebration. The next guy he knocks out.
Yeah, but you get to collect them. You put them on your mantle.
Also, why are you shooting bow and arrows at a guy who's knocked out? Shouldn't you shoot bow and arrows at like a moving target? You already knocked the guy out. You don't need to fill him full of arrows. That makes no sense. That is a stupid celebration.
My amount of archery knowledge of people who are famed archers, very limited. William Tell, I think. That might even have
That's
been
a gun, isn't it?
Okay. Annie Oakley.
Also a gun.
Ah, dang it. I'm really running out of them then.
Okay. Name a Native American chief. Is that?
Nope.
Okay. You studied history in college, Fred.
Sacagawea.
Nope.
The entire Louisiana Purchase while holding a baby. That's what I know. I know very little.
Okay, what I know about bow and arrows is if you knock somebody out with your fist, you don't need to shoot arrows at them on the ground. You got them, buddy.
Hey, good job by that official, too, not letting Israel bring in those hammer fists at the end. Because when he caught that dude,
oh, he was out.
It was out.
Oh, and the way he smacked his head on the canvas, too?
Ooh, is that like a soft canvas or a hard canvas? I'm not trying to be stupid right now.
Both.
Is it? It's
Yeah.
it's like a pro wrestling thing?
It's not WWE bouncy, but there's some give.
Mm-hmm.
Slow motion.
Like spring loaded, like the squared circle.
Slow motion of...
Slow motion for me.
Thank you. Of UFC knockouts. Also, big thank you to UFC for standing up in a main event. Two dudes willing to stand up at each other and throw haymakers and fight.
Mm-hmm.
Finally. Because I don't have that eye that everyone that listens to this program claims to have, where they can see how special and unique a fighter's approach is, and something about grappling, and something about wrestling, and something about the mat. I don't get all that stuff. What I do get is when two dudes, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. And that's what we had here. Not the worst one. It wasn't the worst one.
More fun. Israel's a striker. Like, he can grapple, but his main gig is like, I'm gonna knock you out, son.
But he a little bit like, and I'm not trying to like play off the greatest of all time, but I don't have a ton of combat references. A little rope-a-dope there at the end, right? Where it was like, open up on me, open up on me, open. Oh, there it is, your chin.
Sneak it in. Chin, do that right over the ear.
It was
the best knockout spot there is.
Little one, because he pops him, and that sends his head to the up and to the left.
More hip hop chorus lyrics.
I got
the left to the left.
I got you.
Cool.
So then he comes down, windmilly. Do you want to call that windmilly? I don't know what to call that.
Sure.
Done. Oh, okay. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, that one over the ear, he was all the way out. And then it didn't help that he smacked his head on the canvas too.
Both of those dudes getting in each other's pockets and exchanging. If the UFC can tell their dudes to do this all the time, you might actually get me. You might get me in on this thing.
Well, they've joined with the WWE.
Good point.
WWE is going to have more UFC game. UFC is going to have more WWE game.
Well, they joined because WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump was there, WWE Hall of Famer Kid Rock was there, and WWE contributor Mike Tyson was there.
Hold on.
Yes?
Those two dudes are in the Hall of Fame, but Mike Tyson isn't?
Well, I mean, Iron Mike Tyson? I guess technically he is because he was part of DX, and DX is in the Hall of Fame. So 3 WWE Hall of Famers were ringside at UFC.
It's pretty cool.
It's super cool for me.
For you, yeah.
The rest of it, I haven't learned names of other fighters yet. I'm trying.
It's not your jam, and that's fine. Neither is golf.
I'm not good at either of these things.
Neither is football, basketball, hockey, college basketball, women's sports, combat sports.
Whenever we get back,
what else can I name?
I reveal my best sport.
Ooh.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.
Well, traffic right now, things continue to move really slow northbound on I-25. Crash cleanup continuing there as you approach Jefferson. But slowdowns are going to go all the way back to the interchange. Things also moving slow both directions of I-40, trying to get on northbound I-25. So watch yourself there. Elsewhere around town right now, we are seeing some slowdowns southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. Also looks like we got crash cleanup going on Paseo and Unser. Watch yourself in that area also.
Exhib It is presenting New Mexico's largest expo event on April 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. at Isleta Resort. Get your tickets now at b2bexponm.com. That's B, the number 2B, exponm.com. Sponsored by 96.3 News Radio KKOB and Lamar Advertising.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Your money bracket is busted, but we have a bracket challenge that costs you nothing.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
The Burkay bracket is online now at sportsanimalabq.com. Vote for your all-time favorite Burkay food right now. Best green chili cheeseburger. Best breakfast burrito. Queso. Taco. Help us find who is the best of the Burkay. Vote for your favorite finalists now at sportsanimalabq.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
What if you could do business without busy work? With Ramp, you can. Ramp is the future of finance with smart automation, corporate cards, and spend management. Just imagine, no more expense reports or shuffling wrinkled receipts. No more slogging through invoices or getting surprised by unexpected charges. Just your business's big idea with smart spend controls, automation that crushes busy work, and real-time insights so you can make it happen. In other words, Ramp completely reimagined finance to make it work for your business. Get set up, issue corporate cards, and start making payments in less than 15 minutes. See how Ramp does finance. Join today and get $250 just for signing up. Just go to ramp.com/offer. That's ramp.com/offer to get $250 for signing up. That's ramp.com/offer.
Ladies, fall in.
What's up, Coach?
You can't play soccer in sweatpants and dresses.
Don't you think we know that? If we had real team uniforms, we wouldn't embarrass you like this.
Point taken. I'll make a call.
Time for real team uniforms and professional office apparel. Graphic Connection has great designs, years of experience, and over 300,000 products.
Coach, these new uniforms are awesome!
Right? Told you I'd take care of it.
Graphic Connection.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. And here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Purchase new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts today and we'll install them for free. See better and drive safer with O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes? Good news. There's a new way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative. Call U.S. Tax Shield, A+ rated with the BBB. 800-391-5063 for your free consultation and let U.S. Tax Shield protect you from the IRS.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
The answer is mini hoop basketball, like bedroom basketball, like the little Nerf ball basketball. I'm like a trick shot wizard.
Never got into it.
I'm a trick shot wizard.
Yeah. Play a little horse after this?
We
Put
got
your
one
money
up.
where your mouth is?
There's one up right behind you.
I don't like the ball that goes with that one. It's one of those like super hard plastic ones.
Oh, there's already
We need the squishy Nerfy boy.
There's already an excuse. Like we haven't even started the game. You already
I only play with the best equipment, Fred.
Wiffle ball?
Get this Bush League stuff out of my house.
Pretty good wiffle baller. I like wiffle ball a lot.
Okay. Well, now we're talking.
Yeah. I mess with wiffle ball.
How's your tetherball game?
So, okay.
Ooh, buddy.
At the end, I got you.
Okay.
Whenever the rope is short and you can't get up where I'm at,
Yeah.
I got you. Now, in the beginning, it's tough because I'm lanky. Get all wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Like a Three Stooges episode.
I was undefeated for a long time at tetherball.
You were only playing your sister, dude.
I did beat my daughter at tetherball once, so that's close. She was like 12 at the time. It wasn't even fair. I played one-handed, left-handed. But anyways, in middle school, before school.
All right, get ready to erase
Undefeated.
this entire story, Tyler. At tetherball?
Yeah. Undefeated for months.
No.
I quit. I stepped away from the game. There was no reason to play anymore. I didn't have the passion for it.
You said there's no.
I didn't have any competition.
No one's trying to play with you anymore.
Exactly, because I was too good.
You're the kid who took it really serious.
Yes, I did. That's why I was undefeated.
You do palm or closed knucks?
Both.
Yeah.
I got multiple techniques.
I recognize that.
Yes.
We grew up with bocce ball. You guys ever play bocce ball?
I'm good at throwing stuff.
Tyler, are you familiar with that?
I don't know what it is. I've heard of it.
Okay, so there's I don't even know it's a home. I don't know what it's called. A score. I don't know what it's called. So there's like a little ball. You throw it.
Yes.
You toss it.
Correct.
And then that's your target.
Correct.
So maybe it's called the target. And then each team gets like a series of balls. I think it's like 6 or 8. Yeah. And then you have to roll them, and it's over pea gravel. It's over a pea gravel. And then
do it in the yard too.
It sucks.
A real bocce ball pit is the pea gravel.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you try to do it in the yard, there's undulation. Tyler, go ahead and Google that.
Okay.
Polina.
That's what the ball's called?
Yes.
All right. So you throw the Polina.
You throw the Polina is the target ball.
Yeah. So you get Polina out there.
Yes.
And that
sounds like a lovely lady.
I agree. I would never disagree with that. And the thing of the bocce ball is you put the bocce ball in your right hand, and in the left hand, you're holding one ice cold Bud Light. And then you just play with the boys, hanging out. It's kind of like curling, but there's no like sweeping or control of it. Now, also, there's indoor, like on carpet. That's a different game altogether.
Oh, have you seen the one where they got the wobbly balls and you play on like a quarter cylinder? Have you seen that?
No, what is that?
Oh my God, let me look that up.
So a wobbly ball, like the way like a bowling ball is unbalanced?
No. It's like a half circle. It's not like a completely cylindrical ball. It's not round, like 360 degrees. It's round.
Oh, like a
in the
cuberist?
middle, and it's got like little rounded triangles on each side, and you roll them up the hill. It's like bocce, but you roll them up the hill and bring them back down.
What?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Both of these games sound so terrible. I hope you guys are aware.
I mean, these are like cruise ship games.
Oh, these are for the elderly.
Yeah,
That's
for
like,
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the one you do with the stick or whatever. So hold on. So you have to Kate Bush this ball where?
To a Polina?
Okay.
Maybe?
I guess I'm running up that hill. What to me, what's the one with the stick where you push the things? You know what I'm talking about? Shuffleboard?
I mess with shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard slaps too.
Bar shuffleboard.
Oh,
Do it with
very
your hands.
good.
Yeah.
Bar shuffle
sticks.
All right, hear me
I
out.
gotta use 2 hands for the stick. Where am I gonna put my delicious beer?
Well, if you're on a cruise, pina colada. I haven't thought about this until just right now. I think I have $1 billion idea, boys. So shuffleboard at the bar, you have the triangle of scoring. Like you have the Maslow's hierarchy of scoring.
Okay.
Okay. Let's replace that with a Polina. So we put a Polina out there, and now you're shuffling, but it's bocce rules. I feel like this will take the country by storm.
I like it a lot. I would be super into it. It can't be called skeech.
You know what I also have is those. Do you guys have those suction cups? I have those. The double-sided suction cups that you throw.
Okay.
Have you ever played with those?
Those are fun.
Those are sweet. I have those.
You don't do a lot of house parties, though. Why do you have those?
I have anxiety about having people in my house.
Okay. But if you did,
I don't.
boy, do you have the game.
The last thing I want in my world is for Tyler Lovely to come over to my house, turn on my Apple TV, see my YouTube algorithm, and start asking me questions.
Okay, well, you don't have to worry about that. I only go to houses that I can smoke cigarettes in. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
You smoke cigarettes inside of houses?
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm not invited over.
Is this a scene from Crash?
That's gross.
Speaking of cigarettes, I feel like this is a good game that I could play while smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I feel like I like that game a lot.
Will you
Like,
say
I like bar games.
How do you say the word cigarette?
Cigarette?
Depending on your lip dexterity,
yeah,
you could have a heater in your lips, a little coldie in your hand,
Yeah.
and still play with your free hand.
See what I'm saying? That's it.
The old devil's triangle.
What's the one where you
What?
you hold the drinky boy, but then you have the bunny ear fingers with the ciggy boy hanging out while holding the drink?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's a cool move.
The Don Draper.
The Don Draper.
I like that.
Is that what that is?
The drapes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, it could be that. Who's
Call
like,
it the old Uncle Steve.
like a
I like that.
like a Frank Sinatra?
Oh, Uncle Barbecue in the backyard.
Backyard barbecues are for chew. Because no one wants your cigarette smoke, and your uncle is tired of hearing
Well,
about it
it's
from your
outdoors.
mom.
No one cares.
Oh, I'm telling you, growing up.
I mean, the smell of the actual barbecue will drown out the smell of cigarettes. if you got a proper backyard barbecue.
True.
You know, I don't like spicy things, but I love mint things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I don't dip.
You know, you want a little zinny boy?
What is that?
It's like a nicotine lozenge thing, dippy, synthetic dip you put in your lip.
Oh, is it mint flavored or menthol?
There's so many flavors.
They can be. A little Monica Lewinsky.
Ooh.
Is that in your set?
No.
Put that in your set. That's a really relevant reference. I think a lot of people will get it.
There is Zin in my set. There.
Must be your Zen. I'm sleeping in.
That kind of Zen?
Zen. Must be for real.
Zen. Papa Zen.
Of the backyard Olympic Games, bocce ball probably number one to me.
Okay.
I guess you ever play like croquet?
Not active.
The newest member of Two Men On, Chris, the mayor of downtown Burnett, is a recent addict for street curling at ABQ Axe.
So street curling slaps at ABQ Axe.
Which will be there Wednesday the 19th.
Wait that long?
Yeah.
I'm going on my own.
We'll be there every other Thursday, except for this every other Thursday, which would be an every other Wednesday because we're double booked on Thursday because that's 420 Blaze It, bro. We're going to be at Marble Brewery for the 15th anniversary. For 420.
Why isn't Jackie Robinson Day on April 2nd?
4-2.
That was asked me today by a colleague, Jared Hart.
They even have a game that day?
Yes.
Really?
Opening day was the 31st.
They're out of town.
Who's they?
The Isotopes?
Baseball? Everyone does Jackie Robinson Day.
Oh.
The whole world celebrates Jackie Robinson Day. Normally, the president says something about it. Hasn't happened recently. Wrap up
on track.
Wrap up the first hour when we get back. A little bit of NBA talk. Your favorite player, Rudy Gobert.
Ooh, excited.
A lot of people are saying go away.
COVID guy. Good job.
Kind of started the whole thing. Patient 0. Patient -1. Patient not going to play in the NBA anymore. Not this year.
Just a game. But they're going to lose that game.
That's where we're getting whenever we get back. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Hey, traffic right now. Good news, that crash northbound on I-25 near Jefferson looks like that has been cleared. Bad news, we're still seeing a lot of slowdowns, though. In that area, so watch out for that. Also, southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, things moving slow there as well. I-40 at the moment looks to be moving up to speed in both directions. We are seeing slowdowns southbound on Coors at Montano, and looks like crash cleanup continuing on Paseo at Unser. Watch yourself there.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lotta Burger. Blake's Lotta Burger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lotta Burger, the first there was, the best there is.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. And I have to say that was one miserable cat out there at Augusta National on Saturday, talking about Tiger Woods. Again, credit to the cat for making it out there and making the cut again. But it's hard to imagine this guy killing himself just to show up for majors with the goal of making the cut and just finishing without being competitive, because he no longer is. I'm Jim Rome.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation. Join this radio station and me, Coach Gonzalez, and Lobo Athletics on the field at University Stadium this Saturday, April 15th, for free CPR classes at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at this station's website right now, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the football home opener against Tennessee Tech. But walk-ups on Saturday are also welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life.
10% off MSRP on a new 2022 Ram 1500. You heard that right. Get 10% off MSRP on a new Ram 1500 at Malloy Ram in Los Lunas during Ram Truck Month. MalloyCJDR.com. See dealer for all details.
Springtime, tax time. What are you going to do with that refund? How about using part of it to protect one of your largest investments? It's Jeff Symbieta, and may I suggest you take part of your refund and call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Have them meet you at your convenience and detail your vehicle. Ask them about a fresh coat of wax or ceramic coating. It'll protect your car from the intense New Mexico sun. They offer a lifetime warranty, and it starts at just $250. Our military receives a 10% discount. Call and schedule at 505-859-2859 or online at otsdetailing.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. Here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. We have the pads, rotors, drums, shoes, and brake fluids to improve your stopping power. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with a set of Duralast brake pads. Missing a tool? Ask about our free Loan-A-Tool program and borrow the tools you need to get the job done.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the MPD Group 2021. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. Hey, yo,
If you trade 5 first-round draft picks for someone, you shouldn't have to send them home mid-game, and then they shouldn't be skipping your play-in game against the Lakers. Also, I believe the NBA is making them make that happen, even though they're not technically making that happen. That way the Lakers will be in the actual playoffs and not just the play-in game of the playoffs. And Rudy Gobert tried to beat up Kyle Anderson. Who? And it's really weird to me because Kyle Anderson was like, hey, go hard, dude. And here's the thing you don't do. You don't tell someone who's 7 foot tall to go hard. They will punch you, and you can't stop it. Their arms are so long.
I bet that's it. All right, back to commercial, Tyler.
That's the breakdown.
Cool. We did it.
Afterwards, somebody's snitching in the locker room, too. There's like a security guy or something, like recording. And he's like Rudy Gobert is like, this dude's soft. Tell me to toughen up. He's super soft. Everyone better get him out of here this summer. Figure it out. And you're like, first of all, I don't mind a little talking. I don't mind a little talking. Who are you talking to in the locker room if your entire team is out on the court because you got kicked out of the game? Are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to the locker room? Is there anyone that exists anywhere in the world recognizing the things that you're saying in that moment? No.
4 first-round draft picks. A first-round pick swap.
Sure.
4 players, including another first-rounder. Let's call it 6 first-rounders for this guy to get you in worse position than you were last year. Not only did he start COVID, he beat up his own player just to get a 10th seed. This is ridiculous. What a joke. You want to see what aged like fine wine? Utah Jazz, their parting tweet to Rudy Gobert. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. 3-time All-Star. 6-time NBA First Team All-Defense. 9 seasons in a Utah Jazz uniform. For being a leader in the community and easy to root for on and off the court. Thank you, Rudy. Whoops. They look like geniuses now getting rid of this loser.
After the Jordan Poole incident, you remember? Rudy Gobert says, like relatively obnoxiously on Twitter, he says, insecurity is always loud. Draymond Green yesterday says, insecurity is always loud.
Love it. Love it. All the heat. You deserve it. $41 million. 5 first-round draft picks and $41 million to get 10th place in the Western Conference.
This is a perfect song, Tyler.
Perfect.
And how do you miss that punch? He was just right there.
He got him in the shoulder.
The shoulder. Did he punch him in the shoulder on purpose?
I've never thrown a sucker punch. Tyler, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Recently.
Absolutely.
This weekend at Dry Heat Comedy.
On this microphone, you can present yourself however you want, Tyler. I feel like if you're going to throw a sucker punch, you got to connect.
Yes.
Well, he's a loser. They're going to lose out of the playoffs. Lakers are going to advance, and they go on to win what, man? The NBA championship.
Yeah, baby.
Top of the hour, when we get back, 15 short minutes from Peter Trevisani joining us in studio. We're going to talk a little bit about the United. They got the big home opener this weekend. I wonder if we can talk at all about balloons or fiestas or parks. Wonder at all if we can talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Major League Baseball talk whenever we get back. Is it the strike zone? Or is it the pitch clock that's getting guys out? 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Do you want to know what's trending now? You can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. No payments and no interest for 6 months. This is a big deal. NetSuite by Oracle has never made an offer like this in its 22 years as the leading cloud financial system. 33,000 companies have already upgraded to NetSuite, gaining visibility and control over their financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. Everything they need to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, build forecasts, and increase productivity across every department. In fact, almost 90% of finance leaders agree that NetSuite helps them reduce manual data entry time. Whether your business generates millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, take advantage of this special financing offer of no payments or interest for 6 months at netsuite.com/play. That's netsuite.com/play. netsuite.com/play.
High credit card balances. Transfer them to a Sandia Area MasterCard with 4.99 annual percentage rate for life. Apply today at sandia.org or call 1-800-228-4031.
Taking a look at traffic right now, northbound on I-25, things continue to move slow between Candelaria and Montgomery. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Comanche, dealing with some congestion there. Slowdowns westbound on Paseo, those start around 2nd Street. They're going to last until the river, and things also moving slow on Coors headed south as you approach Montano.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Aside from the weather and the suspensions of play and the course falling apart and all the awkwardness, it was actually a pretty great weekend at the Masters. And it was almost the best weekend ever for the Livers and the Rebel Tour. Only to have the legend Jon Rahm reach into their chest and rip their collective hearts out. Thanks to Jon Rahm and his 30-hole marathon performance yesterday, we did not have to watch a live golf celebration on the 18th green. So Rahm goes legend by winning his second major, returning to world number one, and he did something no other European has ever done. He's won the U.S. Open and the Masters both. That had never been done before, and he did it by age 28. Straight legend and icon. He actually did it with a double bogey on the first hole of the tournament.
In 2022, the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires devastated parts of northern New Mexico. Fiesta Subaru has been restoring and replanting many of these areas. But we're not doing it alone. Our customers have been donating trees to help with the restoration. Thanks to their generosity, 25,000 seeds.
I feel like she's in praise of it. I think she's a fan.
By these wildfires. At Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, we're committed to making a positive impact on our environment because it's the right thing to do.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Welcome back to the program. Program is 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We, of course, start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. You already know that. Lunch, that's burger and a milkshake, boys. We do that over at the 66 Diner. Don't for a second think that the weekends are free for us, though. We're so busy drinking New Mexico's vodka. Teller vodka.
Yes,
let's go on that. This past Saturday, and every away New Mexico United game, Van and I are hosting watch parties at Hollow Spirits back in the game. Boys. We're live from Hollow Spirits this upcoming Friday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out with us. Also, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, we're back out at ABQ Axe. So it's a throwing Thursday on a Wednesday. We'll be out at ABQ Axe where you and I will throw axes, and Chris will beg people to play street curling with him.
I think there's going to be a long line of people to meet the mayor of downtown and street curl with him.
What we need is a hierarchy of success board on it, and then so it's like a king in the ring, right? Like so whoever wins then is at the mountaintop of street curling. Chris, are you prepared for this kind of pressure and circumstance?
It's a finesse game, and I'm all about it. You know,
it's not a finesse game. Outside the doors of this program right now is Peter Trevisani. He's in the hallways shaking hands and kissing babies, or kissing hands and shaking babies. I don't know which. He will join us in just 13 short minutes. That's not correct. 10 short minutes. So that'll be good.
So it's lawn bowling, Fred. It's lawn bowling. I thought it was something else, like more complex and rare and unique, but lawn bowling has the weird floppy balls that you throw at an angle that come around. It's much like bocce, but you roll them instead of throw them.
Speaking of weird balls, a lot of them were this weekend with the Major League Baseball pitch clock, Van. I think it's just because more eyes were on baseball this weekend than all year long because the Masters suck so bad. But pitchers are kind of figuring it out. Batters are not. This Tim Anderson thing is wild. Give me the breakdown of it, Van.
The Tim Anderson?
Yeah.
Tim the Manderson?
He's the Manderson right now.
Okay.
I never heard one dude use so many expletives on a baseball field directed at a player, not an official, and then be removed from the game by the official, because players are allowed to chirp. I'm going to tell you that right now. At the highest level, if two dudes are going to chirp at each other, let them chirp. That makes the game better.
I think just like the pitch clock, you got less time to talk smack, too. So your smack talk is also on a timer.
It's got to be like really calibrated. It's got to be precision smack talk. So Tim Anderson is batting this past weekend. And here's what's interesting about this. If you are not in the batter's box with 8 seconds, creating an alert between you and the pitcher, this is like the official whatever. Basically, it's eye contact, right? It's basically eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
you catch a ball. Or, you catch a strike. I don't understand, because there's been modifications to it now. Because of this botched pitch clock violation. Because they changed the rule. So you get the one timeout, you take the timeout. And then if you step out and the pitch comes across the plate, it's whatever it is across the plate. And the umpire, who feels like you're probably trying to show him up, because umpires are little dudes, emotionally, mentally, physically. Like, you did that to upset me. I don't know the name of the cat for the Giants. He's wearing a 6'2", Webb, whoever that is.
Logan Webb. He's a dude.
Is he a dude?
He's a dude.
Well, easiest strikeout of his life against Tim Anderson.
I hate seeing this. Like, umpires, your reign of terror is over. Just chill out. You're going to be replaced by robots soon. Like, relax and enjoy your job while you got it.
How do you
You don't need to fight and claw and piss off players even more than you already do because you got one last shred of integrity. You have one last shred of power and control, and now you're trying to flex on all these players because you get to call strikes when the clock runs out.
He took his time out with a 1-2 count. He was there in the bottom of the third, nobody down. But you're right, man. How do you tell me eye contact between two dudes when you're behind one of the dudes?
Correct. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He was staring me down with his back eyes.
He's not ready. They're looking right at each other. He's not ready. So then Webb ends up firing it down the heart of it. And Anderson, who had stepped out, because all these dudes, by the way, feel like they're getting quick pitched. I don't really know what quick pitching is. I guess it's bad and scary and stupid. But whenever Anderson steps out, right away, the first thing Anderson does, because Anderson knows the rule now, because they just changed the rule because of your boy. Who's the pitcher that's messing with the clock all the time?
Max Scherzer. Legend.
By the way, if you're going to make eye contact with him, you got to pick one.
Yeah,
otherwise, it's weird. It's weird.
Can't have it both. Heterochromatic,
yeah.
Fred.
Are you looking at my good eye or my brown eye?
Heterochromia.
Are you looking at my good eye or my blue eye?
Yes.
So the second, and by the way, I think Anderson's looking to pick a fight here the whole time. Like, he's playing it like he doesn't like Webb. He's playing it like quick pitch, cowardly stuff, whatever. But the second he steps out, and that's what it's called, he turns to the umpire and goes, "You don't know the rules, dog." Right away. You don't tell the teacher when she's wrong.
You got to get a good one of these in before Jackie Robinson Day if you're Tim Anderson. Because after that, you get smooth sailing throughout the rest of the season. Like, if you're going to pick a fight, do it early. Do it with an umpire who's, insecure, who wants to get into a fight. If you know the rules, you're ready to go, let them dig their own grave.
When he stepped out the second time, which, by the way, this is like not the normal breakdown we give you a sports talk, but I'm going to tell you why it's important. When he stepped out the second time, because the eye contact thing wasn't made at the 8-second mark, blah, 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 this and that, he didn't put his hand up. He didn't call time. He knew the rule. He stepped out. Here's why baseball has a problem. This rule is stupid. All of this kind of, hey, we're trying to speed up the game. We're 2 hours and 39 minutes. Is that what it is? 2 hours and 39 minutes?
Shaving 25 minutes off the game.
I love it.
Same.
There's got to be other ways to do it that isn't this. Hear me out.
And they're going to learn. I mean, you got to cut your teeth. This is the first year.
Who's there?
They're 2 weeks in Major League Baseball.
I thought you were talking about officials.
No. They sharpen their teeth. They're ready to go.
They are. They're trying to fight.
This is the last-ditch effort. This is the battle of the OK Corral.
To me, 8 seconds is stupid. 8 seconds should be 0 seconds on the clock.
Jump in. Get in there. Let's go.
You think it's 20 and 15 or whatever it is?
15, nobody on, 20 with a runner on.
Right. With these things, then how am I interpreting 0, by the way? Is it 1, 2, 0? Is it the stretch of 0? There's all this like dumb, minuscule, forget your 8s, forget your 12s, forget your whatever. It goes from 20 to 0, just like in football. Then it's easy. It's super easy at that point. If it's not there, if it's not pitched by 20, regardless of where anyone's, by 0, cool, then it's the whatever thing. But I don't need you got to be playing it at 8 seconds, and you got to have eye contact. And also, you and I probably are the only guys really talking about this that's at a game.
Well, we're going to see more and more of this until they get it right. This is only week 2 of the season. Like, it's going to take a while to get the give and take, to get the real minutia and the inconsistencies of this pitch clock thing out. They're just now doing it.
Major League Baseball does a really good job of keeping their eyes on Tim Anderson the whole time he's getting ejected, though. And if you do a bad lip reading on him, you can actually do a spot-on lip reading on him.
That's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
And I need that personality. And by the way, Webb, he's not the bad guy here.
Nope.
No. Tim Anderson, he's not the bad guy here. Old man baseball, not the bad guy here. Minute, stupid rule changes that need to get off my lawn are the bad guy here.
I love the rule change. I thought first me, the old baseball fan, the purist, the old white guy in the rocking chair on his porch, I hated it at first. But now getting a taste of it, getting a taste of it last year, the Isotopes, getting a taste of it this year, watching baseball, like I'm into it. I like it. Like it's must-see TV.
Peter Trevisani joins us when we get back on this program. We're talking to Mexico United. We're going to talk the home opener this weekend in Isotopes Park. That's going to be a lot of fun. I bet it's sold out. I don't know. We're going to find out. Also, why is Tim Keller saying things about stadiums? I need to hear Peter Trevisani saying things about stadiums. I'm going to ask questions when we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
And traffic right now, still seeing slowdown southbound on I-25. Those start as you approach Osuna. They'll last until Comanche. Northbound on I-25, still dealing with some congestion between Candelaria and Montgomery. Paseo headed west this afternoon, 2nd Street to the river. Things moving slow there. And also seeing slowdown southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about answer puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation.
Damar Hamlin has been down for over 9 minutes now.
Join the Sports Animal on the field at University Stadium Saturday, April 15th for a free CPR class at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at sportsanimalabq.com, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the Lobo football home opener, and walk-ups on Saturday are welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life. Register now at sportsanimalabq.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just buy. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
Your wife is funny about your anniversary. She always remembers it. It's a day you only forget at your peril, gentlemen. I'm John Thomas, and at John Thomas Jewelers, we have the gifts that tell her that after all these years, you're even crazier in love with her. Let John Thomas make your anniversary easy this year.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights, open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Try new Syntec high-mileage full synthetic motor oil to help high-mileage engines run better for longer. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Well, when giving your muddy dog a bath turns into you getting a mud shower. Yikes, you're gonna need more Tide. When your wine tasting becomes a wine spilling. Yeah, you're gonna need more Tide. Or if your favorite shirt is your kid's favorite napkin. Great, I'm gonna need more Tide. My mom gave me that shirt.
It's a mess out there. Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide versus Tide Pods.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Peter Trevisani's here. Let's go.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Pete? You breaking news today? What's up?
I'm in the penalty box right now.
It's like that. I read some things over the weekend. We'll talk about that before the end of the segment. Tough loss for the good guys this past Saturday against, I tell you what, I hate California anyways. I'll go out there and say that. I hate everything about the West Coast.
Monterey Bay has some redeeming qualities, but what they do to the local SEAL population there is despicable.
Unacceptable.
And we should have took it out on their football club.
Yeah, we should have.
They got lucky. To be honest, they got lucky.
Tough loss for the good guys. What's going on with the squad, boys?
Hey, we're tough one Saturday. No two ways about it. And you look for some silver lining, a lot of hustle, a lot of drive. Great first 20 minutes, couple goals, but didn't get it done. And so we're gonna reset and get back to the lab, get back to business. The whole season's in front of us, and it's our first home game. So
and
we're
take it out on San Diego.
Yeah,
there we go.
Wrap up the California trip.
Because it was a tough one to Oakland too. I tell you what, I hate California.
What is going on with
I don't know, dude. It's coming out of me right now. That's how I am. So you guys are at home is there a single ticket available? They're all gone, right?
We got some. Hey, look, we've sold a lot of tickets for a lot of season ticket holders. It's going fast, but yes, there are still some tickets, and we're expecting, well over 10,000 for opening day, and it's going to be loud. It's a beautiful day. Starts at 9 a.m. in the tailgate lot, and it's a great 12 hours.
Starts at 9 a.m.
Sweet.
Let's go. We're going to be out there this Saturday morning doing a CPR event with UNM. We're going to do something fun, and then we're going to swing over afterwards. So it's going to be really good. Speaking of the team, speaking of everything going on, you're in the news for other reasons. A little bit of stadium talk, my man.
We've been working on it from day one. Yeah, really excited. We're making some progress. It's been a long road, but we don't quit. We don't give up. And the mayor came out and made an announcement that we're in discussions for about 6-7 acres over at Balloon Fiesta Park.
There we go.
Sweet. And that is what we're focused on. It's a great site. There's 360 acres out there, and the land we're talking about, the balloons can't fly over it anyways because it's behind some power lines. So
sure,
can leverage all the infrastructure. Just win-wins all over the place. A lot of work to do, but a really good first step.
City's property, but team stadium. Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, so we'll lease the property, and then we will build the stadium with private money. And then there are some funds that are going into what I would call the beautification of the infrastructure of Balloon Fiesta Park, which needs it anyway.
Yeah, a little tough money.
Yeah, and so there's some money there to make sure the water and the sewer and all that's there, and some restrooms, and make it better for concessionaires for Balloon Fiesta, and the parking lot needs some cleaning up. So that's all happening anyways. And so for us, we just have to focus on the 6 or 7 acres we're responsible for, and it's a total win-win.
For the friends of the show that might not know, sorry to railroad you there.
That's okay, man. Do your thing.
For the friends of the show that might
You're
not
on
know,
fire, brother.
Where is it at geographically speaking? Like if I know what Balloon Fiesta Park looks like,
Right.
but where am I looking when I get there?
So if you're out like midfield on the grass facing north, right, looking up towards Sandia,
Yep.
and you look on the right-hand side, generally where the concessions would be during Balloon Fiesta Park. But on the right-hand side, there's some big power lines, and then there's a parking lot behind it. And in that parking lot, we could find, we could place the stadium, and then we'd utilize. There's almost 13,000 parking spots out at Balloon Fiesta.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So, we need 2,000, 3,000 for a game. So what's great about that area is at any given Balloon Fiesta day, it's 80 to 100,000 people come to an event, right? We're 10% of that at max. So the traffic, the parking, it's all, so minor compared to what happens out there. So it won't be, traffic jams and all these other messes.
What time frames are we looking at? Where are we trying to break ground? When's the stadium going to be complete?
Oh, good question.
So we have a lot of work to do to get there. This is it's more than an idea, but it's certainly not, fully done. We need to work out a lease with the city. We need to talk to Balloon Fiesta, the organization. There are neighbors not that close, but there are neighborhoods about a mile away. So it's important that United goes in a place that we're welcomed and that we want to be. And so, that's we're looking for 2026 to have it opening day kickoff.
So you mentioned like this isn't completely set in stone, because the word on the street is like, oh my God, we're going to be at Balloon Fiesta. The stadium's going in. It'll probably be done in 2 months. Like this is still an ongoing process, even from the aspect of being at the Balloon Fiesta, right?
It is. I mean, look, if it could be done in 2 months, we do it in 2 months.
Sure.
Ownership's on board. There's a lot of work to do with the things we mentioned. It's a public-private partnership, so you have a lot of different people involved, and we want to make sure we go quickly, but not so fast that we've left out some constituents. And so what's nice about this, it's not using public money, it's using private money. And again, we only need 6 or 7 acres because all the parking and other infrastructure is already in place.
Smart.
So just leveraging what's already out there instead of there just being something out there 10 days a year will help make sure there's something out there, every weekend.
It's be great to have, your own home. You guys have been working at this for years now. What will this add to the team, to the franchise, to the club, having that own home?
Well, it really means everything. First of all, we can create a space that really, represents the ethos of the club. It's going to be for more than just men's soccer. I don't think we've been shy about being aspirational for bringing a professional women's team here.
Go!
Yeah. Make it for everybody. There's a lot of other programming that can happen that, yes, a couple concerts, but more like, we can have youth activities out there. We can support some of the, I think Pride Fest is out there this year. A month ago, there was the food truck event out there. So there's more and more activations that are happening, and this facility can be accretive to all of that while not taking away anything.
And it's true that you're going to have a retractable roof and a black and yellow field, and you're going to have a slide in the outfield, and there's going to be a bocce ball court, and there's going to be help me out, Van, other cool features.
Yeah, VIP parking spot for you too.
Super smart.
Great.
Super smart. Like
They'll just chop her in.
Yeah, New Mexico Soccer Hall of Fame is going to go in there as well. That'll be very good. Carousel, is that true? There'll be a carousel out there. I've heard all these things.
Well, zip line to
Smart.
the
Okay.
Balloon Siesta suite.
Yeah, the tram actually is going to be relocated there, which is crazy. That's
It's already North America's longest tram. Wait till they extend it all the way to Balloon Fiesta.
That's it.
We're about 3 games into the season, about to be 4, and this is a fun time at the beginning of a year for a team because the conversation starts to go from, hey, what happened to my favorite player to this is my new favorite player. What is the buzz around like the new additions to the team? What are you hearing from the fans? What is the feedback on some of these new faces, at least in their favorite place?
Yeah, well, we brought back a great group from last year. A lot of our starters were with us, last year as well. But we brought back a familiar face, Santi Moar, who is
very good.
he was a great player, excellent human being, and obviously needed a couple years to sow his oats, and now he's back. So we're really excited that he's back. And then that's on one spectrum, an established starter, and then if you're watching the game, still watching the game in the 86th minute, you saw the professional debut of Alex Wagner, who is from Taos, New Mexico, and Santa Fe, and 18-year-old. He's a senior at Santa Fe High, and we're really excited to have him on an academy contract, and I think he's going to be a great pro one day.
How's Coach handling these couple tough L's in Oakland? Is he rallying the troops? What's the vibe in the locker room?
I wish the wins got you as high as the losses get you down. I mean, they're brutal, and Zach, I think you could see, when he got the yellow card late in the game, he's fighting no matter what the score is. And I think it's, the first thing we always talk about is what's the truth? What happened? Instead of making excuses, the field's slippery or this or these, there's a gazillion excuses. We ignore all that. Instead, we say, where are we going to be better? What are we going to change? How do we evolve from here? So, that's Zach's job. He's got a great staff with him. And I know they're working hard to plan for San Diego and make sure we have a game plan that's going to put some goals in the net and keep them out of the net.
Peter Trevisani joining us on the program. We're talking Mexico United. We're talking the home opener this weekend against the San Diego Loyal. You can be loyal to your squad by showing up to the game. Tickets as low as $25. You can get those. Are you guys using SeatGeek this year? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, we went to SeatGeek. They're a great partner, and it's great. I think we got them face value starting at under $20.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
The whole idea is, we want to make sure everybody can afford to come to a game and bring their family and still have something left over.
Cashless at the park?
We are cashless at the park. So, bring something else.
Always the best merch in the game. Let's talk about the new turquoise kits. Those are absolute fire.
Hey, to partner with Taos, Taos is New Mexico, and New Mexico United is Taos. I mean, that's kind of how we think about it. We're all this. We just got to get out there and show off all of our great assets to the rest of the world. So to be able to get the turquoise kit, to get Visit Taos on the front, and display those in a 6-0 Open Cup win was a great debut, and we're really looking forward to partnering with them all year long.
How many other new kits we getting throughout the season?
We're not going to have as many as last year. We had a COVID backlog. You can always count on a couple of things from us. A Meow Wolf kit, which is a custom kit, usually designed by a Meow Wolf artist.
Sweet.
So we sort of pass the creativity to them, and they're the best in the business. And so that will be coming as well. Sometimes we have a little surprise and delight late in the season. Last year we did those a small run of those Omega Mart kits, and
sweet.
We just want to have fun. This is fun.
What's the new fan experience? What's the new? You show up to the ballpark, and this is ballpark. You show up to the stadium, and this is the new experience you're going to have this year.
That's a great question. I think I'll let you know after Saturday. But I think the new experience is it's always whether it's even the same thing, it's going to be brand new. So, for example, we're going to be handing out opening day flags this year that are from there. It's going to be one run of 3,000, and you either get one or you don't, and that's it. We're not going to be reprinting those.
That's pretty good.
Love that.
And we say this every year because we've been doing this for 40 years now. Have you been coming on this program, Peter? That's crazy to me.
Maybe more.
Time flies. So we would say this at the beginning of every season. Go to the team store before. I cannot stress this enough. I've gotten merch at the team store. It takes 10 minutes. I've gone to the stadium. I don't want to miss any action. The soccer game is only 90 minutes. Get in early if you're going to buy it on site, but go to the team store. It's the intersection of, is it Carlisle and Central? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. 3500 Central. And you're right. I mean, it's a lot. Soccer's different. There's 90 minutes.
That's it.
Maybe a couple extra adage time, and that's it. And so you want to be watching the game, and a lot of times a goal, 2 goals, that could be it. A lot of exciting action in between. So
we love supporting you guys, not only because it's an amazing product, family friendly, you're putting on a great show for Albuquerque, New Mexico, surrounding areas, but your footprint in the community. I mean, you got the BLM 505 shirt on right now. What new directions are you guys headed for community access this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think just evolution. Never trying to be stagnant and just trying to figure out where can we make a positive impact. And sometimes that can be well thought out, and sometimes it just comes to us and we have to react in a day. So For example, this year we launched United in Health through the Somos Unidos Foundation, which really means that we're going to be getting out into our community to make sure that we're healthier. And whether that is a blood drive, whether it's vaccines, whether it's checking blood pressure, it doesn't matter. We got to keep our New Mexicans healthy. We got to watch out for one another. And so United in Health is just as important to us as getting 3 points on a Saturday.
Boom.
Outside of a big win this upcoming Saturday, the next big news we hear from the New Mexico United will be what, Peter? What is on the horizon? What can we be excited about outside of the pitch?
I've already tried to keep my Pete leaks down.
There we go.
But I think what you're just going to see as the year unfolds is, we want to be the next best version of ourselves. So we never want to be stagnant. So, we could have some players joining. We have nothing, right now we've got our team. There's no new plans for any new players. But, I think that for the first time in a while, I'm just really excited to see what we have in front of us and not really thinking about the next thing.
Love everything about that. Anything we miss, boys? You brought David Carl with you. David, anything we miss?
David, we see Carl in the house.
Come to the game on Saturday.
There you go.
Cut that off. Run that all week.
Squeeze this into 30 seconds.
That's the hype we needed.
That should be a bumper sticker.
That's right.
Hey, what's up? You coming to the Y with us on Wednesday? What's up?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, we need you at the Y.
I just said yeah, sure.
You're a valuable community member.
I appreciate that.
The United are well represented in many gym shirts.
I just said yeah, sure. Yes, Fred.
Thank
I
you.
would love to join you at the YMCA.
Will you wear your 2 Men On shirt and get some sweet
My
lifting?
Burger King shirt? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You see how he talks to us? It's like this.
He's untrained.
It's
that's all I can say.
There's like a fourth wall here. You just break it every time. Peter Travisani, thank you so much, brother. You're doing Bob Clark tomorrow morning.
Let's go. I'll be right next door. You guys rock. Thanks for everything you do. And how much fun. It's always fun to be on this show. It goes so fast.
Love everything about it. Peter Travisani, thank you so much. Whenever we get back, we circle back to the NFL van. Aaron Rodgers, he's the only guy stopping himself from being in New York. I'll tell you why he's going to stop it. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has everything you need to travel, from passport photos to luggage. And now get 20% off your in-store purchase when you buy any travel service, like passport photos, in just 10 minutes. In-store only. Offer ends 4/29. Exclusions apply. Get all set to jet at Staples.
And traffic right now dealing with some slowdowns westbound on Paseo. They'll start around 2nd Street. They'll last until the river. Northbound on I-25, congestion between the interchange and Montgomery. Also seeing slowdowns southbound on I-25. That's going to start as you approach Osuna. It'll last until Comanche.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
10% off MSRP on a new 2022 Ram 1500. You heard that right. Get 10% off MSRP on a new Ram 1500 at Malloy Ram in Los Lunas during Ram Truck Month. Malloy, CJDR.com. See dealer for all details.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The BetQL model has you covered for the NBA playoffs. I'm Ed Egros here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Playoffs or play-in, BetQL is hard at work trying to find an edge in the NBA. The 7 versus 8 play-in games get underway on Tuesday, and the BetQL model has multiple 5-star plays circled for the Eastern Conference game between the Hawks and the Heat. I'm Eddie Gross. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
Your vehicle is most likely your second biggest investment. You're going to have it for a while, so it makes sense that you take care of it and protect it. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I strongly suggest you call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Not only will they detail your vehicle, ask them about the extra layer of protection. Ceramic coating, it prevents water, dirt, and mud from bonding to your car's paint, making it much easier to clean, and it protects you from UV damage and oxidation in this intense New Mexico sun. It starts at $250, and a lifetime warranty is available. Call them at 505-859-2859 or schedule online at OTSDetailing.com.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine better with new Syntec Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec High Mileage is formulated for today's engines with over 75,000 miles. Now get 5 quarts of Syntec high mileage and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $34.99. Limits apply. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, trunk lids, license plate holders, and headlights. They've got lots of headlights. When you need parts, get it right the first time with eBay Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. eBay Motors. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
In 2022, the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires devastated parts of northern New Mexico. Fiesta Subaru has been restoring and replanting many of these areas, but we're not doing it alone. Our customers have been donating trees to help with the restoration. Thanks to their generosity, 25,000 seedlings will be planted in areas affected by these wildfires. At Fiesta Subaru on Loneliness, we're committed to making a positive impact on our environment because it's the right thing to do.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Big thank you to Peter Trevisani who joined us on the program. He says the stadium's going in. It's going in at Balloon Fiesta Park. It's going in the northeast corner there, kind of like in the parking lot area, not the field area. It's going to be the business. So, okay. I'm in.
I love it. You know, I was a big advocate for having one downtown. I like to see downtown thriving, but like anywhere that has interstate access where the best fans and all of soccer can get to the new stadium, I'm 100% on board for.
I'd also like if they put in like a really big like sandbox. That'd be kind of fun out there to play in.
I mean, there's literally a sandbox out there.
What about like a bunch of fountains?
The overflow parking lot. It's just all dirt.
I'm going to have to pave it because I'm tailgating.
Of course we are.
I want fountains that you can light up. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the Bellagio?
Kind of like the Bellagio.
Okay.
I think that'd be sweet. All right, hear me out. The surrounding wall, like the wall that contains the field, wrap around aquarium. You put it all the way around the field. What do you boys think about that?
Smart. Cost effective too.
I mean, we live in Albuquerque, so I don't know.
So you're saying saltwater?
Saltwater, yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
I mean, you got to really clean it. Just throw a couple plecostomus in there.
What's that word?
Plecostomus. Suckerfish.
Oh.
Yeah, it just cleans itself.
Rudy Gobert was a real plecostomus this weekend.
Yeah, he does suck.
He sucks. Sucker punches. I agree. I'd be like, put up a couple pools in the outfield.
That, actually, I'm on board with. That makes sense. Some pool parties. Get a pool, little hot tub. Some bleachers on the other side of the pool and the hot tub.
Is it the Diamondbacks that have like a hot tub in the outfield?
Jaguars do too.
Jaguar.
Jaguars?
Jaguar.
Ah, the Jags.
Jaguarian.
Okay, I don't know what the Guinness Book of World Records is on this, but we could set it, no matter what it is. The world's widest escalator.
Whitest?
Wide. So what if we got an escalator
until white
where you could go like 5 or 6 deep, left or right? That'd be kind of a cool feature. Let's put that in.
I think it'd be dangerous if you're one of the people standing in the middle.
What about cool catwalk?
Too many unbalanced people not to have rails in your escalator.
What about a couple cool catwalks going around? You could just like walk around and have like cool, fun access and stuff.
What do you mean? Like for little kitty cats to run around? Like you have like house cats in there? The cats walk around?
Okay. You add a rail runner stop. So you divert the track of the rail runner.
Okay, that's actually going to happen.
To where you have
that's the first real one.
What?
That's the real one. There's gonna be a new rail runner stop there.
What would you call it?
Oh, duh! Like Somos Stopitos here and watch soccer.
Big stained glass murals everywhere. I'm talking like the history of New Mexico.
Yeah,
and like
Give me a stained glass mirror of like a Christian Nava that's like as big as like 20 Christian Nava.
Love it.
Which is still reasonably sized.
And if you move slightly to the left, it's Tekashi. And you're like, okay, I'm in on that.
The fake gangster and rapper Tekashi?
Pro wrestler. I'm just trying to incorporate.
There's a wrestler named Tekashi?
Yeah. All right, what about
was
this?
he at WrestleMania?
No, he's in a different league.
Oh.
What's the biggest Jumbotron?
I don't know. The biggest one I've seen in person is probably at
Dallas.
The Lab.
Oh, that one's huge.
I haven't been to this. I haven't seen the one in Dallas.
Oh, I have. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have a
the
really
biggest rectangle one? Because we saw a gigantic O-shaped one at SoFi.
Oh, the infinity one?
Yeah.
That one was cool.
That's pretty neat.
All right, actual idea. Hear me out. We were talking about pools and weird stuff. You pipe in hot springs.
Super easy.
Little hot spring pool.
They're everywhere here.
That's what I'm saying. I'm under the impression they're everywhere.
Or like the SoFi, the O-ring.
Yeah, that was really cool.
You do it with a Zia. Yeah.
Super smart.
Mm-hmm.
What about like I'm looking on here in one of the largest.
Turn your mic up just a little bit.
Oh, turn my mic up.
Yeah, keep going though.
One of the largest, not jumbotrons, but the Fremont Street Experience.
Okay, that's very good too. We get a ceiling that's a TV,
and
you walk beneath it.
I like that. Yeah,
and you can zip line to your seat.
Yes,
or at least section.
You know the Milwaukee Brewers had that slide.
I do.
We should get something. We should steal all of the stuff that other people have done.
The old one of each.
Do they not have the slide anymore? Is that gone?
No, it's still there.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to hold up. Are you talking like Nicolas Cage?
Oh.
Where we go up there and actually steal the slide?
Yeah.
And they're like APB. We cannot. That's not Albuquerque boxing. That Albuquerque police, but something. I'm really blowing that joke. But like APB, we can't find the slide. And then some months later, the slide ends up at United Stadium, and it's like a Stone Cold whodunit.
You can't just paint it black and yellow, Fred. They notice it's the same slide.
And then if someone says, "Hey, did you steal that slide from Milwaukee?" We'll just be like, "No, it's from the beach."
That's a good Tingley.
Yeah,
it's from Tingley.
Ooh, that's a good one. Just move Tingley there.
We need a Lambeau Leap section too.
We already have one. It's called the supporter section.
Yeah, no one wants to jump into that. I've seen those people.
No.
They don't cut their fingernails.
The fire and the explosives that they set off.
Yeah. And the fingernail thing.
By the way, if you've never been to a United match, there's no explosives. Don't take that last comment seriously, please.
You know, in Vesco Field, that's where the Broncos play for you, Chris. You know, in Vesco Field has that big Bronco on the top.
I don't.
Okay, so you know when you're leaving the Denver airport and there's that big Bronco?
The Illuminati Bronco?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also on top of Invesco Field.
Is it?
Yeah. And we need to complete the triangle here.
But no, instead of the Bronco, we just put a giant statue of Don Schrader on the top of the stadium.
Who's Don Schrader?
You know who Don Schrader is?
Albuquerque icon Don Schrader.
That Don
Chris,
Schrader.
if you're the mayor of downtown, what is Don Schrader the mayor? The mayor of Central?
The leather suitcase of the town. I don't know.
The sentient raisin of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
You know, Lambeau Field has that Leroy Butler statue of him jumping into the Lambeau Leap.
The first Lambeau Leap, where he invented the Lambeau Leap, much like Astros manager Dusty Baker invented the high five, something like that.
Not real. So what we could do is have that with Don Schrader, like the Lambeau Leap.
There's got to be some kind of dedication to Don Schrader.
Why are you saying it so firmly?
Because it just has to.
What's the name of the dude that does the broadcast every year for the Balloon Fiesta? He's hilarious.
The legend Steve Stucker?
No. He's the pen guy. The guy that's over the...
Oh, the voice.
Yeah, he's so good. I'm going to look it up real quick.
Look it up.
He's... Phil for a second.
How do you not know the guy who holds your dream job.
That is my dream job.
I feel like if you did a statue of Don Schrader, you'd have to have real jorts on him, though.
100%. And then somebody steals like once a season.
Yeah, somebody steals.
You know, like
jorts.
rival colleges steal each other's mascot.
Glenn Moyer and Art Lloyd Jr. And they are tremendous.
They're good. They're really good.
They're incredibly
Been doing it forever.
You know, when people
Also, we should submit a resume. The boys can do that. I can wake up at 3:30 in the morning and grab a microphone. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I'm not waking up. That's how I'm ending the night. Lupe. You know, it's like the dress for the job you want thing.
Yeah.
I'll show up here every day in one of those oversized Balloon Fiesta blue jackets that everyone has every year. Be like, I want that.
Just 6 or 17 Bud Lights deep.
Yes. They do appearances and stuff too. You can see them at like the Coronado Mall and people come out. Because people come from all over the world for that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And when it's the first October of every year, right? The Balloon Fiesta?
Well, yeah, it's the
First 2 weekends.
Yeah. So, if you have a United game, juxtaposition to that.
You just fly balloons over it.
Oh my gosh.
You launch from the field.
You launch from the field. You send it straight up.
And it'd probably be easier to launch from the stadium, protect from the wind.
That is a thing that would have to be, it would have to have some sort of balloon homage or something. Like, hear me out. You know how that crappy stadium in Phoenix looks like a cactus, but it doesn't?
Which one?
The Glendale one where they play football?
Okay.
That
looks like a spaceship that crashed.
Right, but it's supposed to be like a baby cactus that looks like a spaceship that crashed or what?
Like it looks like a peyote button.
Is that correct, Chris?
I'm not sure.
Why are you asking Chris?
I don't know anything about that.
I've never heard of these two things.
Chris is fond of clean living.
That's right.
He ain't like me. You open him up, it looks perfect. You open me up, it's like a nightmare from Alice in Wonderland.
Like down the rabbit hole?
Yes.
I don't want to go.
Okay.
So I think the stadium has to look like a hot air balloon, right? Like that's like part of the thing. Like you design it to
It'd be tough.
to christen. You know what I'm talking? And at the open, you have like at the top, there's a circle open, like where the hot air gets out. You know what I'm talking about? In a hot air balloon?
Or now hear me out.
Okay.
That's a tad ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we do have VIP baskets on the second level.
Okay, that's very
You just
good.
get to watch the match from a basket.
And they have little waiters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Serve you champagne.
That's all you can drink up there is champagne.
Yep. And cheese.
Why cheese?
You having a little charcuterie board after balloon ride?
Yeah.
Do you think cheese and champagne is a paired dish? It is not. It is not.
Charcuterie board? You don't think they have cheese on a charcuterie board?
Well, you keep talking about charcuterie boards, which I'm not. I'm talking about champagne and cheese. Those things don't go together.
Not just cheese.
That's what. Yeah,
you spread it out on a charcuterie board.
You presented it as cheese only. I said champagne. You immediately went, "Oh, but that was some cheese."
Okay, so some delicious aged cheese, like a maybe 18th month Manchega, a 2-year-old Gouda, maybe a 2-year-old smoked Gouda.
No,
fantastic with bubbles.
None of those times mean anything to me.
Just because you only eat Kraft American singles,
delicious Kraft American singles,
that does not pair well with champagne.
On like a grilled bread. Have you ever had it on a grilled bread?
That's the only way to have it.
Like a cheese on a grill.
If you have Kraft American singles on anything except for a grilled cheese, I'm going to report you to the authorities.
What else is it even for? It was invented solely for a grilled bread sandwich.
The only thing I've ever done with American cheese besides make a grilled cheese is bite little eye holes and nose holes, and then smack them on my face.
100%.
And then I'm the cheese monster, and I chase children around.
But why that last part?
Wait, what? Did I say that out loud?
You can put also American like cheesy singles. You can put cheesy singles.
New dating app called it.
Oh, it's so smart. Will you identify by what kind of cheese you are?
Yeah. Swipe right for 2-year-old aged Gouda.
I thought it was the name of the new Harry Styles album.
Cheesy singles?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a good one. You can have that one, Chris. Chris, what's the last time you ate cheesy single and American cheese?
I made a grilled cheese sandwich last week with soup when it was all cold.
Ooh.
You and I aren't from here, so we don't use phrases like all cold.
It's the mayor of downtown, though, baby.
We brought Chris Burnett and we're cold.
Yeah.
Touching on that Aaron Rodgers story, whenever we get back, He is the number one saboteur of all time. I'll tell you about it. Tune in on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell fans can bring back the Beefy Crunch Burrito or Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos is falling behind. Got to step it up. Rewards members, vote once daily till April 12th to bring back your favorite for a limited time at participating Taco Bell locations. Get the app and vote today.
Full traffic right now. We're still seeing slowdowns northbound on I-25. Those are going to start right around the interchange, and they're going to last until Montgomery. Watch yourself going through there. Southbound on I-25, still seeing some congestion, Osuna to Comanche. Paseo headed west right now, 2nd Street to the river. That's moving slow and dealing with a little bit of a slowdown southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. You have better things to do than yard work. JPR can help make your yard a low-maintenance, water-saving oasis with gravel, base course, sand, crusher fines, flagstone, boulders, water features, and tow-away ready-mix concrete carts. Find a location near you at jprnm.com. This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. Kudos to Draymond Green. The Warriors champion recently did an event for people with autism. A former Michigan State teammate, Anthony Ianni, is on the autism spectrum, and according to The Athletic, clashed with Green. Once Green became aware of Ianni's situation, he became one of his biggest supporters to this day. I'm Maggie Gray.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, Rogers had a team. The Sports Animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lottaburger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Sunday Service Motor Company, High and Dry, Differential Brewing, and more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Dear sports fans, elevate your game to the next level with a Toyota truck. Drive the crowd favorite Tacoma. This versatile playmaker is ready to own the weekend. Choose the tailgating MVP, the Toyota Tundra. This is one vehicle that comes up clutch. Or ride in the adventurous 4Runner, a true champion on and off the road. Come join the team of champions, Toyota Trucks. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
What if you could do business without busy work? With Ramp, you can. Ramp is the future of finance with smart automation, corporate cards, and spend management. Just imagine, no more expense reports or shuffling wrinkled receipts. No more slogging through invoices or getting surprised by unexpected charges. Just your business's big idea with smart spend controls, automation that crushes busy work, and real-time insights so you can make it happen. In other words, Ramp completely reimagined finance to make it work for your business. Get set up, issue corporate cards, and start making payments in less than 15 minutes. See how Ramp does finance. Join today and get $250 just for signing up. Just go to ramp.com/offer. That's ramp.com/offer to get $250 for signing up. That's ramp.com/offer.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program, wrapping up the 5 o'clock hour. Van, why isn't Aaron Rodgers a Jet?
I mean, well, it's a pretty simple answer. The Packers want more compensation, and Aaron Rodgers wants more attention. I don't think there's any other X's in that equation.
The Jets will pay whatever the price is. Period.
Up to a point.
When would they stop?
Because they got to think that they got a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback for a year. But also he's Aaron Rodgers. There's going to be complete drama, and they're going to let him loose on New York. And he's going to do a bunch of ayahuasca in Manhattan. He's going to scare a bunch of people there, and he's going to do a bunch of weird stuff. And his next offseason is going to be just as weird as this offseason. And he's going to keep them on the hook for a whole nother offseason. Like, oh my God, am I going to play? Am I going to demand a trade to another place? Am I sad because Odell Beckham went to the Ravens and I didn't get him on the Jets?
Official?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
And he's just going to be complete drama. And they're going to get sick of him. So they don't want to give a ton of draft compensation just to rent this dude for 1 year, and then he goes all Aaron Rodgers all over their team.
Oh, that's going to happen. Jim Douglas, Joe Douglas, who's the GM of the Jets, was on that show hosted by Boomer Esiason on WFAN.
Uh-huh.
Boomer says, "Is Aaron Rodgers going to come to the Jets?" And the GM of the Jets says, "He's going to be here." What?
Okay.
What is Aaron Rodgers is the sole reason this has not happened.
I think Packers compensation has a ton to do with it. Jets want some double quitsies, no stampies compensation to where if he doesn't play a second year or a third year,
okay, I see that,
they get draft compensation back. To me, that's the reasonable answer. But in my heart, it's just Aaron Rodgers wants attention.
What the Jets can give Aaron Rodgers that he's already so very good at creating himself is spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Limelight.
Lights are bright in NYC.
Aaron Rodgers seems like the type of guy you could pay with Twitter followers. He'd be real happy.
Bitcoin.
I don't know if I recognize that association.
Just give him a bunch of Bitcoin and ayahuasca. He's good.
Not in that order.
No.
A bunch of ayahuasca and some Bitcoin.
And a sprinkle.
6 o'clock hour is going to be a fire hour. A lot of NFL talk. Also, one of the best players in Major League Baseball went down over the weekend. We're going to talk about that. Also, I think I'm mad at the NFL draft. I'll tell you just how mad whenever we get back. It's 2 Minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I be kicking it with all kind of girls.
You see the...
I don't see anything.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust a team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
With traffic right now, things looking a whole lot better here in the metro. I-25 and I-40, they're both moving up to speed. We are still seeing some slowdown southbound on Forest as you approach Montano. Also westbound Alameda, headed towards the river, some congestion in that area as well.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
High credit card balances. Transfer them to a Sandia Area MasterCard with 4.99 annual percentage rate for life. Apply today at sandia.org or call 1-800-228-4031.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Ladies, fall in.
What's up, Coach?
You can't play soccer in sweatpants and dresses.
Don't you think we know that? If we had real team uniforms, we wouldn't embarrass you like this.
Point taken. I'll make a call.
Time for real team uniforms and professional office apparel. Graphic Connection has great designs, years of experience, and over 300,000 products.
Coach, these new uniforms are awesome!
Right? Told you I'd take care of it.
Graphic Connection.
Arguing about Grage and Royal Taupe is a royal pain. No. I got my cabinets painted by CertaPro painters and brand new, and it saved.
I got all this biotin in my system right now. I need to let it out somewhere. Maybe the mustache is it, huh?
It's brand new again. Each CertaPro paint
I got
is independent.
I got all this biotin in my system. I might as well
estimate at CertaPro.com. That's
start
with a C. CertaPro.com.
It's Wrangler season out there.
Like a bro fund me.
Wrangler nights, open roads, endless horizons, and you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done.
Not bad. That's not bad. I'm writing that down.
For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get 15% off when you buy a set of BrakeBest Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors through April 25th at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now batting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Do we need to rename the MLB Power Rankings, the Tampa Bay Rays Power Rankings?
Rays versus everybody.
Oh, my gosh, dude. 9-0, 57-run Diffie? Who is on this squad?
A little bit of everybody.
They got Randy Rosarina, who, by the way, is the saddest story in the history of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. They usually pilfer dudes like that from other people.
Randy Rosarina with the Tampa Bay Rays should be every 13-year-old kid's favorite player. He's a stud.
Fun to watch, big personality, plays hard, fun in the dugout. He's that guy.
This is 2 Men On. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We, of course, started our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Lunch, was over at the 66 Diner. That's a burger and a milkshake, boys. Let's go do that. No. I-9 Sports is the proud sponsor of today's varsity. Today's varsity will be the ways to pay it forward, boys. Ways to pay it forward. The I-9 varsity of ways to pay it forward.
Stoked for this.
Don't forget we're doing Throw-In Thursdays over at ABQX. It's actually next Wednesday because of scheduling, but you get the idea. We're hanging out with ABQX. We are throwing. Welcome back to the program, ABQX. They got a lot going on over there that we will share with you as we can share it with you. This Friday, we're live from Hollow Spirits. Come hang out with the boys at Hollow Spirits. Revised menu, drinks galore. Us hosting watch parties for the United. Not this Saturday, though. United are at home. We are hosting our WWE event this upcoming Saturday night at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Tyler, you joining us? Or you booked?
I'm booked.
All right, go ahead and move that schedule around and figure it out.
Make that happen.
Had a lot of fun out at the Rio Rancho Event Center this past Saturday as we watched the Duke City Gladiators put a thumping on the Tulsa Oilers.
That was unfair what they did.
You ever see a worse football play in the history of the world than whenever I missed that ball threw directly at me?
In your defense.
Okay.
That thing was flying.
It was zipped.
That was a heater.
I don't know who the Tulsa quarterback is. Gabbard, I guess.
Tulsi
Gabbard. There was a zip on this, and I'm sitting like in the corner of the end zone doing that thing. And that thing goes right over the top of my head. And I did it the way Ed McCaffrey would have done it. Like I put my hands together, I go up, and it parted my hands.
Mm-hmm.
It parted them. I couldn't do anything about it. I looked a fool. People booed.
You don't drop a lot of footballs thrown by children, but this is a professional quarterback. He zipped that mother into you. I don't see you ever catching that ball. I don't know why you're embarrassed about missing it the one time.
Right.
You're going to miss that ball every time. Unless you do like the stomach chest smother.
There's some heat on it.
The stomach chest smother technique.
If
you try to catch it like a diamond, like Ocho Cinco in his prime, no way.
You don't think I could shine bright like a diamond?
No.
Shine bright like a diamond?
No.
Gladiators put it on. That was a heck of a show. And by the way, heck of a crowd for an Easter weekend. Way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think the week before the home opener, that was the largest crowd in the history of.
That's sweet.
That's sweet, dude.
Some great momentum out there at the Rio Rancho Event Center. People showing up and showing out.
Place to be. Do that thing. Live chat's coming alive. Tampa Bay Devil Dogs winning streak ends tonight. They're playing the Red Sox. I don't think so. I don't think it will end tonight.
It is 0-0 after 6 innings in Tampa.
Also from friend of the show, Hank, Fred, heard you on KKB today. Beware. No, hold on. Be careful with those so-called God-fearing people. I don't know if I know that. I don't remember what I said on KKOB. Probably an Easter thing.
I don't Easter remember. Jokes, huh?
Probably Easter jokes. I've been working a bit about the Kennedy God. Have I told you this?
Yeah. You shopped it out on me. Need some work.
It's in the works.
The idea's there.
It's there.
Rough around the edges.
There's a lot of gods. You get to pick one. The Kennedy one is like a good one. It's like out in front.
It's one of the best ones.
It's one of the best ones. Simple to follow.
Ask not what your God can do for you.
It's a good one.
But what you can do for your God.
Major League Baseball's got some surprises early in the year. Phillies took 2 or 3 from the Reds. That tracks. That's on point.
Well, let me tell you, the Tampa Bay Rays starting 9-0 is no surprise to anyone in this room sitting on the north side of the table, because I picked the Tampa Bay Rays to win the American League this year.
You did.
And they're already proving it to me how legit they are.
Well, and what I was trying to hit on just now was the parody of the whole thing.
Sure.
Because the Phillies took 2 for 3 from the Reds. The Reds took 2 or 3 from the Pirates. The Pirates swept the Red Sox. The Red Sox took 2 or 3 from the Orioles. And the Orioles took 2 or 3 from the Rangers. And the Rangers swept the Phillies. What, fan? What? Every team just beats up on each other except Tampa Bay beats up on everyone?
The Brew Crew is 7-2. Besides that, every other team in the league has between 6 wins and 6 losses.
The Yankees took 2 or 3 from the Giants. The Giants took 2 or 3 from the White Sox. The Giants were swept by the Royals, who lost 3 or 4 to the Blue Jays, and they lost 2 or 3 to the Cardinals, who were swept by the Braves, who lost 3 or 4 to the Padres. Van, is anyone good except for Tampa Bay?
Yeah, my 4 and 6 Astros are fantastic. You playing 7 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon?
The Astros
with all the teams in baseball?
Dog, they split a 4-game series with the White Sox and only got 2. That's not good.
White Sox are pretty good at baseball. Good, not great.
They lost 2 or 3 to the Tigers.
That's embarrassing.
Are the Tigers the best team out of those 3? No.
No, the Tigers are 2-7. 2 of the wins are against the World Series champion Astros.
This whole thing would be
a parody.
This whole thing would be a complete circle if the Tigers could have done anything against the Rays, and they could not. Because no one can.
Well, no one has.
It's not even particularly close how good they are.
It's a historic start. One of the best 5 starts in the history of baseball. How old is baseball? 20, 30 years? No. Baseball is 140-something years old.
It started during World War II.
What? That's not as old as you think it is.
Oh, wait, that's hockey. Hockey started during World War II.
Go back another 60 years before World War II.
Hockey didn't really pick up till...
Baseball is 60 years BH.
Before hockey.
Yes.
Hockey also didn't pick up till 68, 69 with the expansion.
Nice.
Also, the Boston Bruins, I guess, had the best record in the history of hockey, but not really, because overtimes now count differently in the win category or something. And the 2003 Detroit Red Wings are actually the greatest team of all time, but not according to Boston fans. And I think if you were to do like a what is there more of, Boston or Detroit hockey fans, I think it's like a split. I have no idea.
Pretty even.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
One's called Hockey Town. The other one's Boston.
I mean, in a fight, who you taking? Red Wings fans?
What type of fight? Hockey fight?
Oh,
There's a
lot of qualifiers here.
Yeah.
Street fight, no automatic weapons.
Detroit goes hard, dude.
I'd lean Detroit.
Boston also goes hard.
As tough as Boston is, trust me, the Irish in me wants to say Boston. I think Detroit takes that one.
Do you remember when Detroit outlawed bringing octopus in to throw on the ice after goals?
Yeah.
And then Detroit fans still snuck in octopus to throw on the ice during goals.
How many places can you hide an octopus?
Me?
Yeah.
Several.
Okay.
The answer is several.
Don't say prison
Did that
purse.
really happen?
That's real, Tyler. It's very real.
Thing.
That's so wild.
What's the name of their center out there? Something. And they were like, hey, no more octopus on the ice. It messes up the ice. And these people, all the Detroit fans were like, yeah, no, cool.
48 hours later.
Yes.
All right, they win.
Everyone
wins.
Everyone shows up at cornrows. And they're like, it's weird that everyone has cornrows. Octopus hats.
What's that big bulbous lump on the back of your neck?
Oh, well, is today Rastafarian Day? What's with all these hats?
What are these purple hats on everybody?
This is crazy.
So nuts.
Just octopuses everywhere.
Octopoids.
It's only April, boys. Relax on these Major League Baseballs. I'm not relaxing. These 9 games at the end of the year, they matter at the end of the year.
Never once, never.
I refuse to relax on Major League Baseball. And the games are super tight now, like time-wise, because of that pitch clock thing.
Look, grab your beer in a timely manner. No meandering around.
No.
That action happens.
Milwaukee is extending past the 7th inning stretch for beer now.
So smart.
They're going to the 8th inning because games are so fast.
Yeah, I thought this was America. Why do we stop at the 7th inning stretch? It's stupid.
They've won every game by at least 4. They've had 0 save opportunities. They also won back-to-back games 11-0. 25 total home runs, and have only allowed 4. This is like when Tyler plays MLB The Show on easy.
Mm-hmm.
And every player is Randy Arozarena. Turn on dynamic difficulty, Tyler. Up this thing. Highest run differential since 1900. These facts are unreal.
Told you? Is that what we do next year? Told you?
But hey, here's another told you.
And they're doing it without their best pitcher.
In 2003, the Marlins started the year 3-6, and they won the World Series. You know what the Marlins currently are? 3-6.
Oh, watch out now.
Watch out.
Uh-oh. That Miami wizardry.
The worst rated World Series in the history of the World Series would be Tampa Bay versus Miami, the All-Florida World Series. No one would tune in at all.
I mean, me. But I'm dorky, middle-aged, white baseball fan, so they got me already.
The average victory is 8 and some change to 2. What?
Boys can ball. They practice the pitch clock.
But Fred, they're playing bad teams. They're only playing bad teams because they have losses that they took from the Rays.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing bad teams. These teams would be better if they had more wins. You can't get more wins against the Rays. They get the most wins.
It's true. Can't be mad. You only play the teams that are on your schedule.
Boston.
But that is a pretty sweet draw. Going Tigers, Nationals, Athletics. Boom, boom, boom.
Red Sox catch 3 losses in a row, yes or no?
No. Could be possibly 4. It's a 4-game series.
My bad.
The undefeated streak ends against the Red Sox. They will take 1.
I believe the Tampa Bay Flappy Boys will end up 11-0, setting the all-time season start record. and then it improved to 13-0.
It's ballsy, brother. I do not think it's going to be a 4-game sweep against the Red Sox.
Follow me to the sports book.
Red Sox are capable. They're not going to light the world on fire this year, but they are a capable baseball organization. Hot take.
They're middle of the road or slightly better.
The Red Sox are either going to be really good this year, really bad this year, or kind of okay.
Do you see his injury?
O'Neill
Cruz, Pirate shortstop, fractures his left ankle on a slide. I want to say I'm sour at this catcher. I don't know anything about Sebi Zavala. Is that right?
Sevi Ballesteros?
I don't think that one's correct.
Okay.
And also I don't get that reference, but
is an old Spanish golfer.
Thank you. Cruz caught a surgery. He's going to be out like 4 months. He's the best player the Pirates have had since Andrew McCutchen. Now Andrew McCutchen's back. It's a sad day. If you're a Pirates fan, he's one of the most exciting dudes in the game.
Yes, he is. It's a bang-bang play. The catcher jumps up. The catcher lands. He leans down to tag him. O'Neill Cruz slides funny. It's not a good slide.
It's awkward.
His leg gets caught up behind him. Catcher falls on the leg.
Then the catcher yelled at him for some reason. I missed that because I think O'Neill yelled out in like obviously a pain.
Yeah.
And then the catcher yells back. He does a little helmet flip. Cruz is doing what you do when you break your ankle, which is
yell in
around.
pain. Yeah, sure.
Then the bench is clear. No punches. Sucks for the Pirates, though. Super sucks for the Pirates.
I mean, that's like the only thing. I mean, Brian Reynolds is fun to watch. Their young center fielder. But O'Neill Cruz, the only like must-see TV in Pittsburgh all season. No promising up-and-comers. No studs that are going to merge. It's just O'Neill Cruz. That's all you got for the black and yellow.
The only saving grace for the catcher is that he had to jump to make that play because I don't like the baseline positioning. I think I'm actually not cool with it. I'm trying to make excuses on how it's a bang-bang play and everything's okay. But to me, you have to step into the field of play in front of the base and try to do that sweeping tag. Can't protect the plate.
It didn't look like blocking to me. The jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he drifted to his left a little bit on the jump, jumping up and catching it, ended up in the baseline.
I agree.
O'Neill Cruz slid funny. It's not blocking. He didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't incendiary. I think it's fine. Just sucks.
It just sucks.
Just sucks.
We're on NFL talk when we get back. Dwayne Haskins in the news. It's been a while since we talked about but his camp is alleging there were a lot of signs before his tragic end. We'll go over those when we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Malloy Chevrolet knows trucks. During Chevrolet truck season, we're out to prove we know trucks better than them big city dealers. Get your new truck from Truck People. Malloy Chevrolet in Los Lunas, MalloyChevrolet.com.
Traffic right now. We are seeing just a little bit of a slowdown westbound in Alameda as you approach the river. Most everything else looking really good here in the metro now. I-25 and I-40 are both moving up to speed. Paseo, Montana, they look good as well.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Terrence Mathis, former Lobo, and now he's going to College Football Hall of Fame.
18-year-old teenager comes cross country, and then they help you grow into the man that you are today. And I will always, not only Lobo football and the University of New Mexico, but the city and its fans and its people and its culture and its food will be part of my story as long as I live.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match, only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Well, when giving your muddy dog a bath turns into you getting a mud shower. Yikes, you're gonna need more Tide. When your wine tasting becomes a wine spilling. Yeah, you're gonna need more Tide. Or if your favorite shirt is your kid's favorite napkin. Great, I'm gonna need more Tide. My mom gave me that shirt.
It's a mess out there. Tide Power Pods have 85% more Tide versus Tide Pods.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, including the Kentucky Derby, May 6th. Plus, check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room grand reopening in May offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. That's it. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver profits. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them, and they want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. Hurt in a wreck? Call Lerner & Rowe today.
Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Check me out like a doctor. When I be rolling, I be hiding the copper.
Okay, I'm looking at the, I don't even know how to describe this. I guess it's like an open letter.
Yeah.
From the Haskins family attorney, Rick Isley.
Sure.
Ellisley of the Ellisley Law Firm. It's jog everyone's memory. Like 1 year ago today?
Almost exactly a year.
1 year ago yesterday? Dwayne Haskins, who was quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, struck by a truck on the highway in Florida. And here's the letter. The Florida Highway Patrol traffic homicide report shows that Dwayne was only feet away from making it safely across the road when he was struck and killed by an old dump truck. The truck was going faster than the speed limit, carrying excessive cargo, had brake system problems, and was traveling on low tread tires with separated sidewalls. We haven't had this talk on the program, and it doesn't super fit. If we were on KKOB, maybe we'd have this conversation. Muni vehicles, police, civil service, post office, which I recognize as federal, these things are death traps. You know what an average post office car, like a post office truck, has on it? 400,000 miles. Isn't that crazy? They don't build new ones anymore either. These are all from like the 70s.
Right.
They get like 8 miles to the gallon. Not joking.
Very rarely do you see new generations of these vehicles.
There are none. They haven't made them.
Only in scenarios where they have to, and only in scenarios where they get grants.
Well, but even
purchase them.
But they're not a new design because they're all universal parts, universal fixtures.
Sure.
The only difference is you'll find in like Alaska where you have to have like a different vehicle. Like state trooper cars, super deadly. You see police cars going down a highway, get away from that mess because that car it's got old brake pads, it's got old tires, it's got 1 million miles on it. It's just not safe. I don't know how to say that. So, the truck driver hit Dwayne with the front left side of the truck. This is directly in front of where the driver was sitting, steering behind the wheel. That checks out. The driver told police that before he hit Dwayne, he saw Dwayne ahead of his vehicle in the center lane. The report also confirms that before Dwayne was killed, there were multiple other drivers who were driving in front of and behind the dump truck and saw Dwayne on the roadway to avoid hitting him. People called 911. There was no response. That's not in the note. That's me saying it. Taillights, brake lights, hazards, flashers, construction. The area was well illuminated, allegedly. Dump truck drivers approaching the area when Dwayne was crossing. Many questions remain as to why the truck driver did not avoid hitting Dwayne, given the highly visible activity in the area before the impact and the fact that the other drivers did not hit Dwayne. The truck driver's cell phone records have not yet been disclosed. The report also notes that the driver refused to provide blood sample to the police at the scene. It has not provided the alcohol test results. I'm not one to say you blame anyone. Accidents happen.
Sure.
This seems like an awful aggressive shoot on the truck driver.
I don't think this part is necessary.
You had me at faulty equipment.
The rest of this is not necessary.
I agree.
Wait till trial to do this. Because if it turns out that they are incorrect about any of this about the driver, that's going to be a countersuit and he's going to get all the money.
Well, the weird parody of this is that was the conversation about Dwayne, right? The conversation was he was high, he was intoxicated, he was under the influence, he's all these things. Also, if you remember, there was like a blackmail thing going on or something, right?
See, that's the new information that I didn't know anything about until this the report came out. See, I had no idea about the whispers of shady people trying to exploit him.
Right.
Because he had ketamine in his system.
That seems like a serious one.
2 different types of ketamine in his system.
That's like a tranquilizer?
Yeah. It's literally started off as a horse tranquilizer, turned into a party drug. Now there's a few medical and mental health benefits, but it's a disassociative that you don't walk around on.
It seems to me like this is an awful wide net to be casting.
Sure. I mean, this is heavy, heavy words, not only against the truck driver, which, again, I think is unnecessary, but that it is believed that Dwayne was targeted and drugged as part of a blackmail and robbery conspiracy. If they got proof of that, that is a big deal.
Maneuvering a dump truck and maneuvering a car, considerably different worlds.
Sure.
I don't drink and drive. I don't know how to say that. I've had 2 beers and drove. I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Right.
Greater than 2 beers, Uber Platinum. You already know.
100%.
But if I were to hit a person, an animal, a building, if I were to wreck my vehicle, I don't know if I'm giving up a drug test in that moment. I don't think I am.
No. Phone records, all of that.
None of it.
I'm saying one word.
None ya.
Lawyer. Lawyer. You know the city has one on retainer, ready to go. I ain't saying jack. And look, I hope for the sake of Dwayne Haskins' family, if there's some truth to this and there's some tomfoolery, I hope they get their due diligence. But to me, this also sounds like we know the court of public opinion.
Right.
This sounds like a little razzle dazzle.
It seems a little scummy.
Yeah.
You're using razzle dazzle. I think it's scummy. I don't know enough about evidence either. I'll be the first one to say, I don't think I see enough of it here.
Not for the truck driver.
Not for the truck driver.
And then definitely not for the accusations about being drugged and exploited.
Sometimes things are just accidents.
Ketamine isn't casual. This isn't just booze. The fact that he had ketamine in his system, that's a big deal. To me, either he was partying way too hard, made some horrible decisions, and look, when you're on ketamine, you're disassociated. You're a walking zombie.
I believe you because I don't know.
Yeah. Trust me, your boy knows. That's not something you get into a car on. That's not something you even walk around on.
Not at all.
Because you're a zombie. You don't know what you're doing. Tyler, I'm assuming you could speak to this.
No, that's for sure, man. Ketamine is nothing to play with.
Yeah, it's not just a casual thing. You don't just like have a couple cocktails at happy hour and go do some ketamine and go for a walk on the highway. Either he was in a disassociated state and didn't know who he was or what he was doing, or he was deliberately drugged. I don't see a lot of middle ground here.
What is this LZ dude on then? Because if this is a press release that reads like a conspiracy theory, like there's something going on deeper here too.
What is it? I mean, is it a money grab for the insurance money from the family?
There's a good one. There's a good one.
I mean, it could be that too.
Does that dump truck, is it associated with a business? Does that business have a whatever, grab a settlement, call it done?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like something allegedly two dudes that own multiple restaurants that weren't happy with their agreement or something. They were hanging out earlier that night, allegedly. I'm not going to use any names because I don't know anything yet. But there's like a lot of weird stuff. I mean, a dude does have a history of drinking and doing drugs.
Well, I'm not trying to be that dude on this show right now because live your best life. Like whatever vice, I got my vices, whatever vice you guys got. As long as you don't harm yourself or others, I'm super in. Here's my thing. If you are a dude who regularly does ketamine drops, I don't know what to call this.
Okay.
If you're a dude who regularly drops ketamine and gets boozed up before you do it, I imagine there's other parts of your life where you make poor decisions too.
That is accurate. If he consciously took ketamine on purpose and then left whatever small area he was in, that was a horrible decision. If he knowingly took ketamine and left, I would say a 20 by 20 area is way too much to roam around in when you're on ketamine.
Yeah, that's correct.
You'd lay on a couch till it's over. You don't get up and walk around. If he did it consciously, this is horrible. I'm sad for the family. If he was drugged and they just let him roam the streets,
so if you are
family does have some due compensation coming.
If you're chasing blood money like that, are you chasing like a ketamine supplier, dealer? I don't know what word to use here. Was Haskins hanging out with a pharmacy tech at the Walgreens, and she made some come off a shelf? I don't know where this thing comes from. I don't live in the world of drugs.
Sure.
Is it like a cliche drug dealer like I've seen in The Wire?
First off, you haven't seen The Wire.
Well, I mean, I thought about watching it.
A cliche drug dealer that you saw in Law and Order at an airport bar.
Definitely never seen Law and Order. I don't like cop dramas. We've had this talk. Don't sexualize policing. That's weird to me. It's weird to me where you're like, the only way to uphold the law is to break the law. Like that.
No.
That's not how the law works.
Quit encouraging criminals.
Yeah. If you attack me in this booth as a witness, my testimony is null and void. That is you cannot physically withdraw this out of me, Mel Gibson. Whoever's in this cop movie, I'm having a hard what's his name in the where he's a cop?
Lethal Weapon?
Yes. If Lethal Weapon has you in the interrogation room,
Higgs, what is this? Higgs? Murtaugh? What is it?
Yeah,
Right?
Murtaugh Riggs.
Riggs, there it is with the R.
And if he's grabbing you around the collar and shaking you up, and you're like, "I did it! I'm the red bandit," then they just throw that out.
A lawyer.
That's not how this works.
Quit trying to dose me with ketamine, Riggs.
Yeah. This is why I think Yellowstone sucks.
Hold on, what?
Just gotta follow the rules, boys.
You've never seen Yellowstone either.
Saw some of it.
You're thinking of the national park. I'm talking about the TV show.
I'm talking about glaciers. Miss me with glaciers.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Well, show me a glacier. I dare you.
Yeah. What you can do? You can erupt over here? Then we can do a little geyser? Huh?
This seems slimy.
You gonna show
This
up?
seems gross, right?
Yeah.
This seems like not based in reality or fact at all. If it is, boy, am I ready to see them receipts. Because this is a crazy story. If his business partners were upset with him and got him drunk and drugged him and then dropped him off on a highway, holy moly, is that a story? I hope they get everything awful coming to them.
I just think Elsley's trying to be on his Saul Goodman right now.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me.
Also, if it's what you're saying, it's up there with like Michael Jordan's dad.
Yes.
It's like that kind of conspiracy thing.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Ooh.
Oh.
We got more. I mean,
I just got chills.
You have to drop more data on this. You have to provide some more receipts for that statement. You can't just go around. That's slander. That's libel. Like the business partners who allegedly drugged him, the truck driver and whatever company that is, like they just fire back so easily.
Well, and I recognize,
like you're asking for another lawsuit.
I recognize Dwayne Haskins. I recognize his family. That truck driver's life changed traumatically too for the rest of his life. Like everyone's a victim here. Everyone. When we get back, I have a gigantic concern, boys, that we are looking at the most booty NFL draft of all time.
Same.
I'm going to tell you.
I hate agreeing with you, but I already agree with you. Tell me why.
It's super booty.
Tell me why.
When we get back. 2 men on. Super booty. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Your money bracket is busted. But we have a bracket challenge that costs you nothing.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
The Burkay bracket is online now at sportsanimalabq.com. Vote for your all-time favorite Burkay food right now. Best green chili cheeseburger. Best breakfast burrito. Queso. Tacos. Help us find who is the best of the Burkay. Vote for your favorite finalists now at sportsanimalabq.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
There's only one road, and there's only one home for road.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Screaming west side when we ride, switching lanes in that old school Chevy while I'm gripping grains. Fifth that bang, I try to tell him.
My favorite thing about Monday programs, we get off at 7. Good to go watch Monday Night Raw right after.
Ooh, is it going to be a good one? Some good stories happening? What's going on?
It's better than ever right now.
Catch me up at WrestleMania next year. Catch me up in like 11 and a half months.
51 weeks away.
Sweet.
It's in Philadelphia. You and I are going. Tyler, if you'd like to go, we'll have a talk about it.
I heard it's always sunny there.
David Weesey Carl will go with us. He's very excited about it. I talked to him the other day. He is from Philadelphia native. So we're going to go out like a week early. We're going to get the tour. We're going to do all the history stuff. We're going to learn about the bell. We're going to see the Rocky Balboa statue. It's going to be really romantic.
Miss me with this. I'm going to the bar.
Ouch.
I don't want to see a bell. It's just a bell.
Fred, we are seeing that bell.
I want to see your stupid bell.
We're going to SummerSlam this summer as well. We'll do some fun remote stuff. Also joining us, former co-host of this program, Robert Gibson will be with us.
Oh, how exciting.
Talk to him today. First overall draft pick will go to the Carolina Panthers. It will be quarterback Bryce Young. The second overall draft pick will go to the Tennessee Titans. It will be quarterback C.J. Stroud. The third overall draft pick will go to the Indianapolis Colts. It will be quarterback Anthony Richardson. I guess technically you could say something else would happen there. If it goes quarterbacks 1 through 4, which I very much believe it could, and Will Levis comes off, I'm not saying he's going to Arizona, but I'm saying someone moves into Arizona's spot.
Yeah. Arizona doesn't need that slot.
No, even if they traded down 1 to Seattle, because Seattle would take Levis, Detroit would take Levis.
Seattle makes so much sense for Anthony Richardson, though. Oh, my God.
He won't fall that far. He won't get past 3. Even if the first 2 guys flip-flop, which they could, I think you're going to end up with those 3 guys and then somebody getting Will Levis in the 4th, because I don't think the Cardinals can give up on Kyler Murray yet.
Anthony Richardson going to Seattle and studying underneath Geno Smith, the best dude, the hardest worker, a guy who put in the time to be as good as he is now. That's the perfect understudy for Geno Smith.
They will
give me that duo.
They'll end up with that Will Anderson cat, the defensive end cat.
I mean, that's smart.
And then whoever's left, it'll either be that Carter kid or what's the white kid from Iowa?
I mean, there's plenty of options for playmakers. That's
what Detroit wants, is that somebody put opposite their stud last year rookie defensive end.
I think the defensive playmakers and your offensive linemen in the first half of the first round are all sure things. These quarterbacks, I do not think any of them are a sure thing. Not a single one of them.
I think this year the NFL draft will go 1, 2, 3, 4 in quarterbacks. That's how I feel. Because there's no way Will Levis is going to fall all the way to Minnesota in the middle of the thing. It's just not going to happen.
I do. I think it'll go quarterback, and then you'll start seeing your defensive players come off, your offensive linemen come off, and then whoever wants to jump up and take Richardson and Levis, or maybe even Hooker, picks in between 10 and 20. That's where I think they're going to go.
I'm not gambling on Jalen Carter.
He's just got all that talent, all those results. Look at the tape.
Yeah, but I think the risk, because I don't think he's so much better than that Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech or whatever. Like, there's someone you can take that's not crazy.
Well, let me tell you about risk. Risk, you're talking about Bryce Young, the number 1 pick. He's either going to be above average or a bust. I don't see him being an elite level quarterback. He's 5'10".
Well, you take CJ Stroud.
He's 5'10". Like, I think CJ Stroud's the way better pick than Bryce Young.
He's 5'10" and an eighth.
5'10" and an eighth is so tiny.
For an NFL quarterback.
It's crazy.
I am half an inch taller than the future first round pick in the NFL.
You are maybe 7/8 taller.
That's more than half an inch.
God dang it. Math. Why are we just on the imperial system? Wait, we are.
People say, oh, don't worry about his size. Don't go about his measurables. Look at the tape. Okay, Bryce Young was on the best high school football team in the country, and then he went to Alabama. He's had the best teammates his whole life. He's about to start playing against real competition, and he's 5'10". There's only been 2 good quarterbacks under 6 foot tall in the history of the NFL. Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. And look what happened to Russell Wilson last year.
Doug Flutie wants you to answer the phone.
He's a great Canadian and college quarterback.
Doug Flutie's calling.
What do you do in the NFL?
Hung out forever.
Cool.
Pooch kicked one.
Yeah. Great punter. He's one of the best backup punters in the history of the league.
A little pooch kick.
You know, Poochie boy.
When we get back, today's I-9 Varsity. The I-9 Varsity ways to pay it forward, boys. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. If you want to follow the NFL draft closely, it will help if you like getting lied to, because that's what's happening with many of the reports you read right now. Agents are overinflating their clients to reporters, or teams are downplaying guys they hope fall to them. If you're a diehard NFL fan, it can be a lot of fun trying to figure it all out and put together the puzzle that is the NFL draft. I'm Andrew Perloff.
It used to be, not that long ago, if your hair was thinning, you just had to deal with it. Losing one's hair was natural, and there was nothing you could do about it. That is certainly not the case anymore. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I'm talking to both men and women who may be dealing with hair loss or thinning hair. There absolutely is something you can do to get your hair back, and it starts with one easy call to NewMail. The number is 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at NewMail, NUMALE.com. This cutting-edge technology has helped thousands of men and women reclaim their hair. The pros at NewMail walk you through the options, and you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Call NewMail 505-652-1688 or schedule online at newmail.com and get your hair back.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than your
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought about space in my cramped apartment, but in this house, all I see is empty space. The sofa and ottoman look like tiny islands in a sea of hardwood floors. I could get 2 ottomans in the living room, but then I'd need another sofa. I could tell people I'm into minimalism.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
What if you could do business without busy work? With Ramp, you can. Ramp is the future of finance with smart automation, corporate cards, and spend management. Just imagine, no more expense reports or shuffling wrinkled receipts. No more slogging through invoices or getting surprised by unexpected charges. Just your business's big idea with smart spend controls, automation that crushes busy work, and real-time insights so you can make it happen. In other words, Ramp completely reimagined finance to make it work for your business. Get set up, issue corporate cards, and start making payments in less than 15 minutes. See how Ramp does finance. Join today and get $250 just for signing up. Just go to ramp.com/offer. That's ramp.com/offer to get $250 for signing up. That's ramp.com/offer. Okay, it's the second best way to wake up. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Today's I-9 Varsity. I-9 Varsity at Paying It Forward. League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Connect with I-9 Sports. Taking registrations now for soccer clinics. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. I'm about this life. I talked to I-9 today. They're doing really well over there.
As usual. Have they ever not been doing well?
COVID. Yeah, COVID, they did not.
They rocked it during COVID.
I mean, there was a struggle.
I didn't say it wasn't hard, but they rocked it.
Also, as I was looking up ways to pay it forward, boys, did you know that April 30th is National Pay It Forward Day?
Is that true?
Who knew?
Huh.
Did not know that.
Now, I am talking about paying it forward today because the cat, Eric, over at the Chick-fil-A, gave me my Chick-fil-A sandwich and my sweet tea for free today. I did not pay for it. This is not a paid endorsement for Chick-fil-A. This is just me telling a story. So what are we talking here, boys? Like a $7 value? Maybe? Probably not even that much?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Now, traditionally in this situation, Van, what you do is you pay it backwards. You buy the car behind you.
Yeah.
There was no car behind me. And then the way they shoo you so quickly, I'm currently sitting with this burden of having to pay it forward.
Sure.
The I-9 Varsity paying it forward, boys. I'm thinking about donating blood. Put it on the list. I think donating blood is a super good way to pay it forward.
I think that's good.
Thank you.
When the I-9 Varsity was mentioned, and I'm sure a friend of the show, Kyle Biederwolf, president of the Young Professionals of Albuquerque, was listening.
You talking about that dude?
And he suggested ways to pay it forward. Attend the Young Professionals of ABQ Citywide Mixer.
That's just a plug.
Thursday at Revel at 6.
It's just a plug.
How about that? It ties in.
Let's not send a positive text message to 5 people, but yeah, Tyler, what do you got?
All right, I'm thinking, so if you have to pay it forward towards a Chick-fil-A employee, there's only one way you do that, and that is to vandalize a church's.
He beat me to my last one. That was my cleanup hitter. Good job, Tyler.
So
I was going to say throw a brick through Popeyes, but close enough.
Get in a fist fight at KFC.
I love this. I love this so much. Oh, great minds, brother.
So my idea of just writing a lot of positive affirmations on sticky notes and putting them on like windows and buildings around town, not a good idea?
It's an idea.
Not bad.
An idea.
What about like if I donated some old towels or something like an animal shelter? That's like a cool thing.
That's good.
You should be doing that all the time.
Oh, what?
Seasonally.
How many? Hold up. How often do you replace your towels, dude?
Seasonally. I'm a big towel guy.
Chris
It's something about me.
Get Chris Burnett in the studio for a second. I know he's got some good ones.
I got a real good one.
All right, what is it?
Considering it was at Chick-fil-A where this happened, I say make a donation on behalf of a LGBTQ plus or Planned Parenthood charity.
That's not bad at all. That's very good.
Considering it's Chick-fil-A.
Well, actually, they're out of that now. I don't know if you're aware. They stopped doing that.
They said the company themselves are out of it, but the owner and board of directors still make donations to
it's on the side.
anti-LGBTQ and anti-choice
Right, you're saying
charities.
Did I just take a hush meal?
Yes, you did.
Dang it, Chris Burnett.
I say when you're in like the grocery store, like a convenience store, and somebody's like struggling to pay for their stuff.
That's already me.
It's you today.
Yeah, it's me. I'm that target. Chris is like, when you're at the Smiths, you buy a $5 gas card and you put it at the gas pump, and wherever people go to get their... First of all, I'm not touching a rando gas card.
There's no way.
There's no way. It would be covered in rando.
I wonder what flavor that lollipop on the ground is.
Also, to be fair, you guys don't have to go. You guys don't have to go all the way to a Smith's just to find somebody that's going to struggle to pay for their Smiths. There's one in the studio right now with you.
It's you.
At the moment.
It's Tyler.
Yeah, right here. I mean, right here.
Tyler's like, there's nothing I love more than when someone leaves some quarters at the laundromat.
It's the best. It's the best.
What a Monday. Full program's nice. We're getting bumped by the Topi Boys the majority of the summer, which is nice.
I Googled a list. It says, take muffins or cookies to your local librarian.
What?
That's serial killer stuff.
What? That's a good way to get on a list.
Tyler.
Who's got this librarian fetish? Who made this?
Good job today.
Thank you. Good job, guys.
Chris, you also did okay. Big thank you to Peter Trevisani. Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. But anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
Hear me out, guys. If everyone write an email or a letter to a former teacher and tell them how they made a positive impact in your life, that might be kind of nice.
I've literally done that. It was a Facebook message, but it was a long time ago.
Great. Good job, everyone. GG.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave